Welcome everybody back to Washington High School, and it is another doubleheader SEC edition here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network, where we, as always, are powered by Washington County Hospital and Clinics. Jack Knowlton, my friend Zeph Walker-L on the call for you this evening as we get you ready for the the N.C. Williams Agency of Farm Bureau Financial Services. The Fairway Meat and Grocery halftime show will be coming up later on, Zeph. That's an embarrassing botch for me, considering we were just in this building a couple of nights ago.
Yeah, we were.
For Washington girls basketball, who we are about to see play against a conference foe in Burlington. We got a doubleheader tonight with the boys coming up after the girls game ends, but we should have two exciting games here tonight. Washington now at 6-3. They, of course, lost to Marion on Monday. That was right here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network. 61-39 was the final score of that game, and the player who stole the show was on the Marion side. Kendall Harris was excellent in that game. 24 points, 6 of 10 shooting from three, and I say that stat, Zeph, to connect it to this game. Burlington, who Washington now face tonight, resuming SEC play, enter at 5-3. They are also 3-1 in the Southeast Conference. And the stat I'll ask you about first: Burlington, #1 in the conference in three-point shooting. Average just under 30% as a team. But this is a school that can hit some threes, Zeph. We saw one player do that for Washington. You'd have to think Colin Mulford's going to have his eye on that three-point defense tonight after getting burned on Monday.
Yes, indeed. Honestly, with Burlington coming to this game, if they did anything with scouting, they would have saw that, that was somewhere to expose Washington in a sense. And I think they also probably could be prepared for, Washington to react to that and look for that three-point shot coming from Burlington. It's all about scouting, right? So one team is going to scout and see that this team lack in defense, regarding that three-point line, and then Washington and the scouting and knowing, hey, we just faced a team that wasn't as scary from the three-point line, but then they surprised us because we weren't prepared for it. Now they're going to be analyzing every time the offense comes down, looking for that three-point shot. Hopefully we can get some inside paint offense and throw Burlington off their game.
Yeah, well, and you talk about Kendall Harris was a player to watch for Marion. There is certainly one to watch on the Burlington side of things in Miley Stiefel. She was the SEC Player of the Year a season ago, playing for this Grayhounds team, now a senior, averaging 21 points per game. She herself shooting 36% from deep, so can definitely hit some shots. Last game for Burlington, they went out and just crushed Fairfield. She had a very good game, 22 points, made 3 threes in that one. Daphne Brown, the other player to watch for the Greyhounds, around 18.8 points per game. She averaged around 18 last season as well. So two players who are very, very capable of doing some damage on offense for the Greyhounds, Zeph.
Yes, indeed. We're just looking to see if Washington can bounce back. That was their first home game. They just came off a long break, and now they should have that, what I call it, the nervous factor out of the way. They're back home, they want some redemption, and they are looking to build on what they played with last game. The most important part about basketball is that you're able to bounce back, because you're going to play a lot of games of basketball in comparison to a lot of other sports. So being able to bounce back is important. This game is a tell-all to see how the rest of the season is going to go.
Absolutely. Another key for Washington coming into this game that we've seen all season, the rebounding. In that loss to Marion, they lost the rebounding battle 31-18. They gave up 15 offensive boards. That has been something that has been a strength for this team, but they've now dropped to 4th in the SEC in rebounding, 3rd in offensive rebounding. Burlington, right up there. They're the best defensive rebounding team in the conference, so certainly going to be a challenge there, but some second chance points certainly going to have to be created. We talked about Adeline Long last game, getting involved early. She hit some threes, got going in that second half to kind of give Washington some life. They're going to need her quickly. I'll point to the last time these two teams met as well. One of the more fun stats from that game, and it's a series that Washington leads 13-7 since 2007. Burlington did win the last time these two teams played, won that game 48-28. But Reagan Miller for Washington, no points, 10 rebounds. That feels like it's going to have to be big, that kind of effort on the glass, if Washington wants to avenge the last 3 matchups since Burlington have won all in a row against the Demons coming into tonight.
You mentioned a very special name, and her name is Adeline Long. She has to come out the gate hot. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. She has just to create the offense, set the tone, and allow the Burlington defense to almost start swarming her. So then the other girls around her can get that confidence. It's like, okay, they're guarding Adeline, they're doubling Adeline. Now let's do our thing, And those 10 rebounds, I'd love to see it again because they did lose the rebounding battle, and it was tough to see them get second chance after second chance points. Marion, per se, get second chance points, and it was like, is our defense bad in that regard, or are we just not getting the rebounds we needed? Because creating offense early is going to be very important, but that rebound battle, we gotta do something different.
We'll see if Washington can use their height to their advantage in this one. We'll send it to a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups in the national anthem and get you set for Washington-Burlington SEC action here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network.
I love helping people. I always wanted to help people. That's what I love the most.
We do a really good job of growing our own, but also we are able to take your skills, adapt them to what we need, or grow them as well.
Our leadership group here, they are actively involved, always supportive of our new ideas and innovation here at the hospital.
Washington County Hospital and Clinics. Apply today.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community. That's where you'll find us. Generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
My name is Levi Lyle. I have lived in Kyoto my entire life, but I've been an organic farmer for about a decade. Truly the reason to do business locally is because of the joy and fulfillment that comes in relationships. Coming to Professional Proteins is an opportunity to work with good people.
Our communities were founded on the strength of local farmers. At CBI Bank and Trust, you can aim high, bank strong. With personalized service and trusted relationships, we'll help take your ag business to the next level with the right loan for your needs. CBI Bank and Trust is here for you.
Association and Washington High School encourages positive sportsmanship and behavior at all times during our athletic events. Good sportsmanship starts with respect for yourself, your team, the opponents, and decisions made by the officials. Please honor these athletes competing tonight by refraining from any negative comments. Together, we can set the standard for good sportsmanship. Please join me in welcoming our officials for tonight. Mr. Chris Breitbach, Mr. Kim Hall, Mr. Mike Lang. Now for the starting lineups. For the Grayhounds from Burlington, a 5'9" senior number 2, Daphne Brown. 5'6" junior, number 3, Stella Roscone. A 5'7" senior, number 10, Miley Steeple. A 5'6" junior, number 12, Vanessa Woodsmall. And a 5'6" junior, number 20, Jamani Robinson. Burlington is coached by assistant coaches Jaslyn Boyd, Ronaldo Mafra, and the head coach Adriana Mafra. Now for the Demons. 5'10" senior, wears number 0, Adeline Long. A 5'10" senior, number 3, Leighton Messenger. A 5'7" senior, number 5, Oakley Sabaski. A 5'11" senior, wears number 12, Addison Miller. 5'9" sophomore, wears number 15, Vivian Kroll. Demon assistants Brandon Long and Brenda Vinicello. Head coach Colin Mulford. At this time, we ask you to please stand and remove your hats as we pay honor to this great nation with the playing of our national anthem by the Washington Demon Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Don Hughes.
Welcome back to Washington High School. We are just moments away from SEC action resuming for both of these teams, or for the Demons at least. Their second game of 2026 against SEC competition. They, of course, beat Fort Madison to start out the new year 50-44. They're 3-1 in the SEC. So too is Burlington, a battle to see who's going to stay just one game below Keokuk in first place. The Chiefs a perfect 4-0. Jack Knowlton, Zeph Walker-El once again on the call for you here tonight. A doubleheader. We'll have the boys game just after this one. But let's see if the Washington girls team can avenge a loss to Marion in their last matchup. Out there for the Demons, their usual starting five: Leighton Messenger there to jump it up, Adeline Long out there with Oakley Saboski, Addison Miller, and Vivian Kroll as well. For the Greyhounds, you'll hear the names of Miley Stiefel and Daphne Brown called plenty, wearing number 2 and number 10 respectively for the Greyhounds. Sella Raskin is out there, as well as Jamani Robinson as an early turnover. And up the other way goes Stiefel, who gets the first 2 points for the Greyhounds.
That's a good tell for some defense. Now you can see they're alive, they're awake. Got to be more secure with those passes up top.
Kroll on the right wing.
And the shot.
Saboski looking for a teammate. Tried to drop it into Long, and nearly another turnover. Instead, it'll jump it up. It'll go to Burlington after they won the tip. Vanessa Woodsmall is the 5th starter for the Greyhounds, by the way, a junior. But it is Stiefel bringing it up, the player of the year in the SEC last season. All-conference first-teamer, of course, as well, at 18 points a game. She's upped that to about 21 this year. It was a quick shot, way too short by Brown. It was saved by Woodsmall, but straight into the hands of Messenger. And up the other way come the Demons. Miller, right side. Messenger, top of the key.
It's a great take.
Takes a defender one-on-one, beat her, but left the layup short.
Thought there was some contact there.
Quickly the other way, nice
steal.
Hands by Kroll. It'll stay with Burlington. That has been Vivian Kroll's strong suit this year, averaging around a steal a game. Had 2 of them in the loss to Marion. Stiefel inside, Brown stops, is surrounded by Demons. Messenger gets her hands on the basketball, it comes away. 2-on-2 break, tried to lob it up to Long, but threw it out of bounds.
Long's got to spread the floor in that one. I liked the intentions from Leighton Messenger there, but Long just needs to give her a little more space for that pass.
Washington just got a little too sped up on that one. You're right, Seth. This was something that Colin Mulford told me after the game against Marion. You know, after those first few minutes, he felt they really settled in, but Marion went on a big run to start the game, and Washington was playing from behind. And an and one for Brown.
Brown for 2.
That's some tough contact there.
Took the bump by Saboski, and Burlington starting in a similar way to the Wolves, up 4-0 with the free throw coming. Brown scored 17 for Burlington in that win over Fairfield, 66-34. Burlington with the W. Fairfield has struggled in SEC play this year. Brown can't convert the and one, so it remains 4-0. And Long comes the other way. Hands it off to Saboski. Drives to the right side, layup up, no good. Kroll crashing for the rebound, couldn't get her hands on it. And Stiefel comes the other way. Stiefel driving inside, nice pass to Woodsmall. She lost control though and turns it over to Vivian Kroll.
We're seeing some intense defensive play here from the Demons.
Saboski thought about a 3, instead drives inside but lost it. Stiefel another fast break. Messenger giving chase and fouled her, and will make her earn it from the line.
Stiefel foul going for the basket. She'll shoot 2.
That's the first of the night for Leighton Messenger.
She typically isn't one to pick up a foul this early, so. Great foul.
Stiefel can't connect on the first. She is a 83% free throw shooter. One of the better free throw shooters in this conference. Goes 1 of 2 there. but it's a 5-0 lead, and the press now on for Burlington. Messenger gets it across, nearly had it stolen on the pass, actually, intended for Miller. It was deflected by Brown.
At this point in the season, Washington knows a thing or two about those press, so let's see if they can keep it up when they beat the press.
Adeline Long gets things started. A similar slower start out of the gate for the Demons, looking for their first points of the game. Can Long give it to them?
Great
yes, she can!
Long for 3.
Picking up right where she left off in the second half of that game against Marion. She finished with 14, had 4 threes. Stiefel the other way, though.
That was dirty. Caitlin Clark-esque and that step back.
And she's up to 6 quick points. It's an 8-3 lead.
Am I tweaking or is she a lefty? That looked like she shot that with her left hand. I don't know. We'll have to see a next.
We'll keep an eye on the next Greyhounds possession. Can the Demons find another counter? Long drives inside, stops, turns, floats it up. No good. Tough shot there for Adeline Long.
I know she wanted some contact there too. No whistle.
Brown goes all the way to the hoop, puts it up, well contested. Kroll the rebound. Long trying to keep Washington in control. Colin Mulford said after those first few minutes against Marion, they really adjusted well. Turnovers have been a bit of an issue for the Demons. That was a good take by Kroll, but left short.
We like that. I want to see more of that from Vivian tonight.
Some good defense there by the Greyhounds, and now it's Vanessa Woodsmall for 3. And just like that, it's an 11-3 advantage for the Greyhounds, and Washington wants to talk things over. Colin Mulford will do just that, 30-second timeout. So, Zeph, another similar start for Washington to the one they made against Marion.
The intention is there. Like that last play from Vivian Kroll, we like that. We want to make, see the basket, go in obviously next time. Adeline Long showing some light in the aggression. There are a few contact down low that we haven't got any whistles. It's okay. They're letting them play right now. It's early. It's early. That's all we can say right now. It's early. It's early. We want to see the game unfold a little bit. No one's truly no one has the momentum yet. We want to reduce turnovers from the Demons. We had early turnovers, which is why the lead the way it is. But
Washington getting it back in. We'll see how they deal with this press. They've gotten a little bit more in control turnover-wise, but it's just been some pretty stout Greyhounds defense. No shot easy other than that 3 that Long fired that went in.
Maybe you want to see the Demons press, Give the press right back to them.
Long gets the screen from Miller. Hands it off. Leighton Messenger. Left wing. Bounce pass to Reagan Miller. It was that patient offense that helped Washington start strong in the third. Leighton Messenger, the drive. Easy layup.
Messenger, 2-point basket.
I like the way she hit the Euro step. That was nice.
Good footwork there by Messenger. And that's what you'll like to see if you're Colin Mulford out of the timeout as well.
Yeah, you do. Oh, no.
Stiefel.
That was a tough shot.
Left short, Long the other way. Messenger, bobbled it. Back under control. She has it, top of the key, has an open 3.
And it's
no good. Sarah Berto into the game, grabs the rebound.
There we go.
Early involvement there for the substitute forward. She'll go to the line.
2.
She's in there. Reagan Miller also checked into the game. Soboski and Kroll went to the bench. Soboski's about to check back in. Sarah Berto drops in the free throw. That was something that Washington also struggled with against Marion. 31.2% from the line. They were averaging 50% on the year coming in. Free throws will be key for a team that can live in the paint at times. Berto goes 1 for 2. The offensive rebound by Miller. She had it stolen. And up the other way comes Woodsmall. Stiefel will slow things down a bit.
Got to celebrate the small wins. That was a great offensive rebound. There were a lot of purple jerseys there, which is why they ended up with the basketball. But
Stiefel, nice dribble move around Berto and an easy 2. She's up to 8 points.
The momentum is still back and forth right now. Still back and forth. Those 2 turnovers early from the Demons is costing them right now, but...
And an offensive foul, that is not what you want if you're Washington. Berto gets called for it.
Oh, we don't like that. We don't like that at all.
So Stiefel the other way. Chance to take some of that momentum, Zeph, that you're talking about if they can get back-to-back points, but thrown out of bounds by Woodsmall. So the foul, at least in the immediate possession, not mattering for Washington. They'll get it right back.
I think that was the announcer's curse right there. You almost called the momentum shift, but...
It's a good point. Soboski, top of the key. 13-6 Greyhounds.
Gotta find Messenger. She's wide.
Instead, Long fires. Too short. The tip out by Berto. Couldn't get all the way to Long. A good hustle by Sarah Berto since she's come into the game on the glass. Another pass thrown out of bounds. A turnover right back to Washington.
Strong defense there.
Jamani Robinson with a giveaway and a couple of turnovers now for the Greyhounds.
You like the way Adeline Long was able to play defense with her feet. You know, she didn't swipe down because that could have been a block. That could have been a reach and foul, but nonetheless, great defense to allow that turnover. Oh.
Messenger lost control of the pass. It
Berto
still finds Berto. Reagan Miller for 3. That's
there
good.
We go. That was the hands of Sarah Berto right there. Amazing. Great awareness.
Bit of an unconventional possession, but you'll take the points either way. Stiefel the other way. That one from Kendall Harris range, no good. She gets it back, though, on the O board for the Greyhounds. Blocked by Long. Berto, another opportunity to swat at it, but she gets called for a quick second foul. And now that offensive one becomes a little more notable, Zeph, because that's 2 quick ones with still a minute to go in the first for Sarah Berto, who, like you've mentioned, has played well in this opening minutes.
You got to still give her credit there because even the officials there, they didn't call anything on that first one because it was obviously a block. That second one was obviously a foul. So great possession defensively from the Demons. You know, give Stiefel, make her work for it.
They have put her on the free throw line now twice in this first quarter, and twice she's gone 1 for 2. So Washington getting away a little bit with a normally really good free throw shooter missing a couple. But she gets her hands on the basketball, nearly took it away.
Be intentional with those.
Soboski for 3, no good.
Tough.
Messenger tried to save it. Stiefel dodged it.
There we go.
Soboski ends up with the loose ball. And 45 seconds left in this first quarter. Soboski thought about stepping into a shot. Miller, left side 3.
Go. That's what I'm talking about.
Too strong, but it's off the hands of a Greyhound and will stay with Washington.
I like that shot from Reagan Miller there because she's a streaky shooter and she can shoot from that deep range. Her shot's very, has a higher arc to it. So when you got hand down, man down, shoot the ball.
Messenger drives,
Great
stops
shot.
and pops off the backboard, no.
It's just not falling.
Stiefel the other way. 25 seconds to go. Stiefel goes right to the cup and gets fouled. And I believe she was going up with it, so she will go back to the free throw line. Chance to get into double figures in this first quarter. Has 9 of the Greyhounds' first 14 points. Foul goes on Long. That's her first. And the Greyhounds, for what it's worth, in the bonus for these final 22 seconds. Another missed free throw for Stiefel. So the Demon Gym affecting the strong free throw shooter.
She's in her own head now. You can tell the pressure of missing these free throws is getting to her.
Does drop the second one in, but has left 3 points at the line. 15-9. Washington can hold for the last possession. 20 on the clock. Looks like that's what Coach Mulford's going to do. Long has it. Miller comes up for a high ball screen. Now Kroll sets one to Long's right. Long stops, pops. No good off the backboard, rolls out. And that won't quite do it. It was dribbled off
it's after 5 o'clock. The banks are closed. So next shot, Adeline has to just go for the net.
3 seconds to go. A chance for a last-second shot. Soboski takes it. No good. And that will do it for the first quarter, but some good opportunities there on the final possession. Washington trails by 6, the same amount they trailed at after the first quarter against Marion. We'll go to a quick break. Zeph Walker-Ale will have the call for you in the second quarter. You're watching Washington basketball here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network. At Southeast Iowa Cabinets and Strabela Construction, we provide everything from design to complete installation of your kitchen cabinets. For small town service with competitive prices, Southeast Iowa Cabinets and Strabela Construction are here for you.
The Connie and Amanda team is dedicated to giving back to our community by actively engaging with our clients, businesses, and the public. When it comes to helping you find your next home, investment, or commercial space, the Connie and Amanda team is here for you.
At WCHC, our goal is to take great care of our patients and our staff.
We are able to approach you, take care of your issues, but also give you a path, as far as referrals or treating you right then and there.
Our role in the community is taking care of something that matters to everyone. It's their family and their health.
More than you expect for your health care.
Check out Community Profiles every Thursday, where our host, Greta Clemens, talks with people from around Washington about their stories and highlighting upcoming events. Make sure to tune in to Community Profiles every Thursday at 10 on the Southeast Iowa Live Facebook and YouTube page.
And we're back live for some Demon basketball. The Demons trail by 6 to the Burlington Grayhounds, live on the Southeast Iowa Video Network. I'm Zeph Walker-Ale, here to call the second quarter. Messenger up top with the ball. Gets to Kroll. Adam Long in the middle of the rim. No call there as she takes the toe to the floor. Greyhounds bringing it down court. Stifle guarded by Long with the crossover to the middle of the, and she's short. A floater attempt there. Adeline Long bringing it down for the Demons. Sets up at the top of the key. It's to Miller. Miller finds Soboski on the wing. Pump fake. Soboski drives in, finds Miller, who takes the three-point shot, and it's short. We're loving the attempts from Miller here. She's taking the shots that she feels is good, just letting it fly. She hit one in the first. Looking to get back on the board here in the second quarter. Stifle guarded by Messenger, doubled by Carolins and Messenger. In the corners, the Greyhounds drives in, and it's good for Rascon. Long bringing the ball down the court. Demons trail by 8. Long guarded by Woodsmall. Woodsmall's all over her at the top of the key. Finds Miller. Soboski finds Messenger on the wing. She's got it by Rascon, and the floater is up, and it's short from Messenger. And the corner for 3, and it's Long. Too much there for Robinson. Rebounded by Long, guarded by Robinson. Finds Soboski on the wing. Slowing down the offense is the Demons. Trying to stop this run. Oh, and Adeline Long just pulls up for 3, and it's no good. Ball is tied up there by Messenger. Great hustle. Hit a jump ball. Or looks like they called a foul. Initially was a jump ball call, but then they called a foul on Leighton Messenger. Her and Soboski take a seat on the bench. Checking into the game for the Demons, Ashlyn Long and Addison Miller. Stifle guarded by Long, and she pulls up for 3, and it's short. Rebounded by Kroll. Demons still trailing by 8. Just a little over 90 seconds have been played in the second quarter. Long driving in and gets contact. She's down. Her teammates are helping her up. She seems to be all right. Adeline Long will make her first attempt here at the free throw line.
Fouls on Jemani Robinson.
Long has 1 3-pointer made for the night on 3 attempts. And she's good on the first free throw. Good on the second. Give her 5 points on the evening. Demons trail by 6. And now they have the press on Burlington. Robinson in the corner, drives, almost loses it. Guarded by Miller. Puts it in the paint. Kroll. That's a tough call there. Her hands were up, and she did not like that one, but unless the official called a foul. Fouls goes on Kroll. That's her first of the evening. Brown at the line shooting free throws. And she's good on the first. And Brown is good on the second free throw. Give her 4 on the evening. And the Greyhounds have kept this press up since the first quarter. The Demons have beaten it a few times, and they continue to beat the press. Kroll driving in and gets the ball almost stolen, but the officials call out of bounds on Kroll. Looked like there was a deflection from the Greyhounds. The press is on for the Demons. Robinson breaking the press on the wing, guarded by Long. Finds her in the corner. And she's short, rebounded by Brown. And there's another point for her.
2-point basket.
Demons trail now by 10 with the Greyhounds' largest lead of the night. Long drives in, and it's good.
And Long, a 2-point basket.
Demons, the press is on, and the three-pointer by Stifle is short. Brown attempts another one, rebounds herself, and puts it back up and gets another one. Under the paint there, she seems to be unstoppable down there. Long bringing the ball down court. Guarded by Woodsmall. Takes the screen from Kroll. Stops. Kicks out to it. Miller. Miller finds Miller. Long on the wing for 3. And it's good. Give her another one. Adeline Long has now reached double digits. She has 10 on the evening. Timeout there for the Greyhounds. Demons trail by just 7 now. 3 minutes and 43 seconds to go. We'll take a quick break and be right back after this timeout. And we're back here with some Demon basketball after that quick timeout there from the Greyhounds. The Demons went on a little run. Adeline Long hitting a three-pointer, which caused the timeout to stop the momentum. Stifled to inbound for the Greyhounds. Brown has been putting in a little bit of work down low for the Greyhounds, getting her own rebounds, putting it back up. She's got 8 on the evening. Oh, and the defensive deflection there from Miller. Long driving down on the fast break. She stops and hesitates, goes in and gets the contact. She'll be shooting 2.
Long will shoot 2.
She stepped up her aggression this game.
Fouls on number 3, Stella Rascon.
She's forcing the Greyhounds to put some pressure on her, which has resulted in a foul. Put her at the line, and she's good on the first. Short on the second one there. Put a little too much sauce on it. Stifle driving down. Crossover on Long. Drives in. And the layup is good for Stifle. She's got 12 on the night. Long, screen by Berto, drives in, Long. Oh, and it's just too much on it. The rebound is recovered from Berto. Jump ball.
Burlington.
Jump ball, and it retains Burlington's possession. Oh, miscommunication there from the Greyhounds almost resulted in a turnover. Leighton Messenger was all over that. Stifle coming down. Finds Woodsmall in the corner, short on the three-pointer there, and it's out of bounds. Demons will regain possession of the ball. Trailing by 8. The score is 25-17 Demons. For some reason, it doesn't feel like the Demons are completely out of this one. They just need a little bit more offense. Sarah Berto off the pass from Ashlyn Long. Too high on that one from Berto under the basket. The intention was there, just the basket was not. Stifle guarded by Messenger. Full court press is on from Messenger on Stifle, who takes the crossover and is trying so hard, but Messenger's all over her. And she finds her teammate in the corner for three. Patton checks in and gets her first points on the bucket. Miller in the corner, guarded by Patton, who finds Long, finds Berto, and contact, and one. Give her 2 points. Sarah Berto hustling down low and is finally able to get the ball rolling. She's got 3 on the night from a free throw earlier in the evening. Just 2 minutes to go in the first half. And the free throw is good. The and one is complete from Sarah Berto. Call her Miss Hustle. Miller with great defense in the corner there. Robinson guarded by Long. Messenger. And this deflection there from Miller results in a turnover. Almost, and the turnover is successful. Great defense there from Reagan Miller under the basket. Deflecting that ball, forcing the Greyhounds to get on the ground, and ball rolled out of bounds. Demons trail by 8. Ashton Long bringing the ball up court, guarded by Woodsmall. Miller finds Long, who finds Messenger. Stops. Gets it back to Long at the top of the key, guarded by Robinson. She takes it in, and contact is made. She will be shooting another 2 free throws. Another set of free throws goes to Adeline Long. She is playing with a lot of aggression tonight, which is what we need here for the Washington Demons. Good on the first free throw is Long. And she's good, converts both free throws, give her 13 on the night. The pressure is there from the defense by the Demons. They are all over the Greyhounds and chucking away at this lead play by play. Almost a miscommunication there. Too much on that three-pointer there from Woodsmall. Finds Robinson at the top of the key, guarded by Miller. And contact. Tough call there from the officials. Some great defense was being played from the Demons. Substitution. Messenger checks out. And the bucket is good for Brown. She has been phenomenal under the paint. Under the basket in the paint. Ashlyn Long, guarded by Woodsmall, finds Miller, who finds Miller, stops, pulls up for three. Just too much on that one. And contact on the rebound. Demons trail by 8 with just 37 seconds to go in the first half. Great rebound there from Vivian Kroll. Looks like due to the bonus, Kroll is going to be shooting some free throws. Crucial free throws here as she could reduce the lead to just 2 possessions. And good on the first free throw is Kroll. Puts her first numbers up on the board for the night. Adeline Long takes a quick breather here for the final 30 seconds of the first half. Short on the second. Demons trail by 7, 30 seconds to go. Woodsmall bringing it up for the Greyhounds. Brown posting up Kroll, who finds Woodsmall, who tries to pull up for 3, but guarded by Miller. Adeline Long guarding Stifle. Stifle drives in, steps back for 3, and it's an air ball. Kroll with the rebound, 14 seconds to go. Oh, and a lazy pass there from Kroll results in a turnover. 3 seconds. Thought that was going to be some contact there. Lazy pass from Kroll results in a turnover for the Demons as they trail 9 points to the Burlington Grayhounds. We'll be right back with the halftime report here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network, powered by Washington County Hospital and Clinics.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you to that dream vacation with a savings account designed to help get you on the flight there. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
At Washington Lumber and Home Center, our extensive knowledge, great pricing, and a long list of local installation experts, you are guaranteed to get the service you deserve with the quality you should expect. Washington Lumber and Home Center, your local place for great results.
Introducing Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every meal is a delight. Start your day with our mouthwatering breakfast options and savor flavorful lunches with friends and family. Cap off your day with our delectable dinners. Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every moment is delicious.
Fairway's the place to be all season long for your grocery needs. Drive through the lane for the snacks and drinks you need to keep you in the game, and don't forget to grab a meal for a post-game feast. Make Fairway your home field advantage. Your adventure starts here. Caparotto Group Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram will get you ready in style. Meet with our friendly and experienced team to find a vehicle that gets you on the road, and rely on our service shop to keep you there. Caparotto Group. See yourself the Capra experience.
At Wolf Floral, you'll find everything you need to spruce up your summer. Located on the southeast corner of the Washington Square, we've got you covered from small gift items to the finest floral arrangements around. Wolf Floral, unique by choice, not by chance.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
I love helping people. I always wanted to help people. That's what I love the most.
We do a really good job of growing our own, but also we are able to take your skills, adapt them to what we need, or grow them as well.
Our leadership group here, they are actively involved, always supportive of our new ideas and innovation here at the hospital.
Washington County Hospital and Clinics. Apply today.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community. That's where you'll find us. Generation after generation, Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
My name is Levi Lyle. I have lived in Kyoto my entire life, but I've been an organic farmer for about a decade. Truly, the reason to do business locally is because of the joy and fulfillment that comes in relationships. Coming to Professional Proteins is an opportunity to work with good people.
Our communities were founded on the strength of local farmers. At CBI Bank and Trust, you can aim high, bank strong. With personalized service and trusted relationships, we'll help take your ag business to the next level with the right loan for your needs. CBI Bank and Trust is here for you.
At Southeast Iowa Cabinets and Strabela Construction, we provide everything from design to complete installation of your kitchen cabinets. For small town service with competitive prices, Southeast Iowa Cabinets and Strabela Construction are here for you.
The Connie and Amanda team is dedicated to giving back to our community by actively engaging with our clients, businesses, and the public. When it comes to helping you find your next home, investment, or commercial space, the Connie and Amanda team is here for you.
Welcome back to Washington High School, where it is the Washington Demons trailing the Burlington Grayhounds 32-23. This is the Fairway Meat and Grocery halftime show. Jack Knowlton alongside Zeph Walker-El going to give his voice a break in the third quarter after he soloed that second quarter. And Zeph, let's start with the positives for the Washington Demons. And in that second half, Miley Stiefel, 10 points in the first quarter, only 4 in the second. The problem is some other players stepping up, including Daphne Brown, who's up to 10 points, had 6 of them off of second chances to help put the Greyhounds in front when we reach halftime.
Yeah, Daphne Brown, she was a moment maker in that second quarter as she just, under the basket, rebound. That's important when it comes down to offense. She was getting offensive rebounds. She was taking it right up. She was getting fouled. She was doing all of the right things because they were all over Stiefel. You know, so to credit the Washington Demons, defensively, they turned up the heat, which has allowed them to stay in this game and not allow the Burlington Greyhounds to just run away with it. However, now that they've, contained Stiefel a bit, now they have another piece to worry about. Offensively for the Demons, I'd like to give credit to the shot taking, the attempts, because you do nothing with the basketball when it's just in your hand. It only does something when it goes through the net, or at least attempts to go through the net. So, yes, their shots have not fallen as they should, but this is a make or miss type of game. You either make it or you miss it, but you do nothing with it when it's just in your hand and you're passing it around, wasting time. So credit to them that they are attempting to take shots. Reagan Miller is she's shooting. They aren't falling as much. She's 1 for 3 on the evening. That's not bad. That's not bad, because 1 for 3 can turn into 2 for 5. Then it can turn, or it can go from 2 to 4. Then it can go 3 to 5. Then it can go, 3 to 6. You just have to keep shooting, because that's the only thing that's going to keep you in the game. Adeline Long, she's turned up the pressure, driving more, getting contact. She's forcing them to play her, and I'm excited to see the second half because they changed it up a bit in that second quarter, and it's kept them in the game.
Yeah, it's felt, first of all, like a chess match of a basketball game, which has been very fun to watch just objectively. But yeah, for Washington, I thought that aggression was really key in the second quarter, and more importantly, they were getting to the free throw line, Seth, and then making their free throws. Sarah Berto came into this game tonight 10% from the line on the season. She made both of her shot attempts. I saw a very excited Vivian Kroll sub in for her later on, and clearly there was some excitement there to see some go through the net. Adeline Long's made her free throw. She's been put on the ground a number of times just driving to the rim and getting some hard contact. So you're right. I think the offensive intention is absolutely there, but once again, that effort on the glass, particularly defensively, has to be too, and more importantly for Washington, rewarding yourself for a good defensive possession by not having a giveaway like the one we saw to end the quarter, and not giving away second chances after those long shots in particular from deep come up.
Yeah, when it comes down to the turnovers, that's what's hurting them right now. If you look at the turnover numbers, that's the difference in the score. Those turnovers have led to points. The Greyhounds have capitalized every single time the Demons have turned over the ball. So what do you do to get back in this game? You limit the turnovers. You cannot have lazy passes. If you want to lose a game, just turn the ball, turn your head when you're passing. If you want to win a game, be patient. At the end of the game, the clock's running down. Your point matters more than giving them the ball. So if you don't give them the ball at all, it still works in your favor. But unfortunately, after we just gave Vivian Kroll some credit on her offensive side, she turns the ball over, which hurt them and put them down 9. They were right there within reach. She was just about to make it a 2-possession game. They were going to be down 6. And I like to see 2-possession because I believe a perfect basketball play is a 3-pointer. So almost made it a 2-possession game, and then it came down to turn the ball over. It's like, you give yourself so much leeway, but then you take 10 steps back with a turnover. That cannot happen.
Yeah, definitely. Washington going to have to keep their composure, mix that patience in with that, continue to be encouraged to attempt shots and not, get too patient, too complacent. Feels like Colin Mulford kind of slowed them down, isn't having them sprint up the court after some of these misses or even makes. And that felt like it paid off more than it did hurt Washington, but they're going to need to string together some stops as we get ready for this third quarter. We'll send it to a short break. When we come back, we'll have the third quarter for you. Washington down 9, 32-23, but very much in this one, trying to get a big-time conference win. When we come back, we'll have the final two quarters for you right here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network.
At WCHC, our goal is to take great care of our patients and our staff.
We are able to approach you, take care of your issues, but also give you a path, as far as referrals or treating you right then and there.
Our role in the community is taking care of something that matters to everyone. It's their family and their health.
More than you expect for your healthcare.
Check out Community Profiles every Thursday, where our host, Greta Clemens, talks with people from around Washington about their stories and highlighting upcoming events. Make sure to tune in to Community Profiles every Thursday at 10 on the Southeast Iowa Live Facebook and YouTube page.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you to that dream vacation with a savings account designed to help get you on the flight there. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
At Washington Lumber and Home Center, our extensive knowledge, great pricing, and a long list of local installation experts, you are guaranteed to get the service you deserve with the quality you should expect. Washington Lumber and Home Center, your local place for great results.
Introducing Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every meal is a delight. Start your day with our mouthwatering breakfast options and savor flavorful lunches with friends and family. Cap off your day with our delectable dinners. Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every moment is delicious.
Fairway is the place to be all season long for your grocery needs. Drive through the lane for the snacks and drinks you need to keep you in the game, and don't forget to grab a meal for a post-game feast. Make Fairway your home field advantage.
Back now for the start of the third quarter between Washington and Burlington, the Demons and Grayhounds. And it is Washington that trails by 9 with the basketball for their first possession of the third. Washington looking for a big-time conference win, would improve to 4-1 with it. Burlington would do the same. The winner of this gets outright second place in the SEC, and Washington, textbook first possession to start out this third quarter. Quick shot the other way, though. It's Stiefel. She's up to 16 points.
That Stiefel girl, she has some game. She has some game.
Without a doubt. To introduce the two head coaches for this one as Soboski tries to flip it up and in. It'll go to Burlington. Adriana Marfa is in her third season with Burlington, 32-19, 19-6 in SEC play in those 2+ seasons. So not an easy team to beat in Conference Burlington. They were 16-6 and 9-1. Lost just one game in conference play to take home the SEC title. So Washington knew what they were up against coming into this game. It's a very good Burlington team. They were 7-4 the year before that. So it's sustained some success under Coach Mafra.
She has a game about her and that ball and her control with it, not being able to just she has it on like a string. It's great to see from a young talent.
Burlington gets it into Stiefel. She drives right around long, floats it up. Good footwork, but couldn't get the shot to go. Does grab her own rebound, though, so another second chance for the Greyhounds. Wraparound pass. Finds Vanessa Woodsmall. She drives. Kicks out.
Great turnover.
Lost possession and a turnover to Kroll. Jamani Robinson couldn't control the pass. Remains a 9-point game. Minute and a half gone in this third. Long.
Kroll's
using the
make a
screen
strong
from Kroll.
screen. There we go.
Quick three, too short. And Stiefel the rebound.
The screen there was perfect. Just a shot just couldn't make it.
Nice layup there from Sella Raskin. And the press on. And a timeout taken for Colin Mulford. He was yelling at the officials. They couldn't hear him for a minute there, but Washington going to talk things over now, down 11.
Mulford was not happy there. Not happy that the officials were not giving him a timeout there.
And with a full timeout taken, we'll step aside for just a moment. We'll come back. Washington down 11 here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network. Coming back out of the timeout called by Washington. They'll have 3 left in this one. Burlington has 4, and the Greyhounds have an 11-point lead. This is a Burlington team that has won their last 3 games. By the way, we have multi-sport updates here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network. If you have your double screen on, have the Oregon-Indiana College Football Playoff semifinal. The Hoosiers just took a 7-0 lead, Zeph, in the first quarter. We'll have updates on that throughout the broadcast tonight for you folks. All kind of curious. And an offensive foul, so not what Washington wanted out of the timeout. Mulford appealing to the officials about it. He didn't like the call. It's going to go on Kroll. That's her second.
Looked like it was a wraparound there from the Greyhounds, but they didn't get it. Or they did get it, essentially.
So Washington disagrees, but nevertheless, it's a possession back to Burlington. Chance to expand this lead coming out of halftime. This is the player they want to do it. It's Stiefel, guarded by Long. Rejects the screen, goes all the way to the rim. Shot might have been altered by Reagan Miller.
That looked like a block there from Long.
Or a couple of demons over there. You might be right. Might have been Long who got her fingertip to it. She comes the other way. Soboski in the corner. Kroll top of the key. Hand off to Miller. Defender falls. Miller tries to get it back to Kroll inside, but the deflection by Daphne Brown leads to a turnover.
Miller's got to take that shot right there. You got to identify your defenders on the ground. Take the shot.
She grabs a defensive rebound on the other end after a Wood Small missed 3.
Situational awareness is important in moments like this.
Saraberto about to check in. Long gets all the way to the rim for 2.
Good bucket.
And the long 2-point basket.
Cuts the lead back to 9. A crucial stretch coming up here at the final 4.5 of this third. Wood Small. Robinson, her 3, no good. And Miller dribbled it off of her leg, and it'll go back to Burlington. Tried to bring it down. That'll let Saraberto come back into the game, but another turnover 90 feet from the basket, Zeph. Not what Washington is looking for. Stiefel to trigger the inbound. Tosses it into Brown. Miller goes straight up. Good contest, but a better finish by Daphne Brown. She has a dozen. Madeline Long, by the way, with 15 for Washington. Don't know if you mentioned her tally in the second, but already up over her season average. Been an outstanding member of this Demons program.
She got to continue to play strong. Good drive.
Addison Miller bounces it off the glass for 2.
Addison Miller
She puts her first points up on the board.
Washington hovering around that 9-10 point deficit, but going to get to a point where they can't afford to trade baskets. The 3 the other way, too strong by Wood Small, but an offensive board again for Brown, and it was blocked. Who are they going to get the foul on?
They've got to call that on Miller. They can't call that on Berto. She blocked that.
Berto blocked it from behind.
Wow, and they called it on Berto. Wow.
They did indeed, and that's her 3rd right after coming back into the game.
That's tough.
I think you're right, Zeph. I think one of them at least got a block on it, but the other called for a foul, and in the end it goes on Berto. Brown drops in the first free throw.
Brown is controlling herself down in that paint and she's just everywhere she needs to be at the right time.
It's a similar look that Marion gave Washington with Eris, and they had a big as well in Griffin, who was doing some damage in that second half. And the lead back to 11, and the pass thrown away. The press working that time for Burlington.
I don't want to say the press was working. I want to say that she needs to be intentional with her passing. That was a terrible pass there from Reagan Miller.
Stiefel drives inside, splits a couple of defenders, throws it up at the rim, but too strong. Here comes Reagan Miller. Drives right, spins, tries to step through and walked.
Oh.
Lifted up her pivot foot looking for a pass. Possession back to the Greyhounds. Won this game by 20 last year. Stiefel had 18 in that one. She's got 14 tonight. Addison Miller led all returning Washington players in scoring. Only had 5. It was Lauren Heinrichsen, their departed senior, had the best game. It was a good contest on that end for Washington. Ashlyn Long thought about a 3. Addison Miller will take it. Too strong. And the rebound by Robinson. Robinson gets to the elbow, now needs some help. Raskin, right side as a 3 in this third quarter. Here's Daphne Brown, guarded by Burdos, trying to get it to Stiefel. Instead pops, long contested and a late foul call.
Wow.
Will put Daphne Brown back on the free throw line.
Wow.
Boy, from our vantage point, I couldn't tell if she got a hand on the ball or an arm, but the call came in awful late.
That is tough there.
4th foul of the quarter for the Demons. Brown drops in the first free throw off the rim.
And she might just be perfect from the line tonight. It's her 3rd trip.
15 points for the senior. Second free throw, no good.
Yeah.
Talk about an announcer's jinx that time, Zeph.
I'll do it again.
Miller the other way. Miller to Miller. Over to Ashlyn Long. We've got 2 sets of sisters on the floor right now for Washington, and Ashlyn and Adeline Long and Reagan and Addison Miller. That pass
Good
intercepted and into the hands of Reagan Miller. Good skip to Adeline Long. Spinning and finding Addison Miller. She drives and double dribble.
Coming. She wanted to get the pass down to Berto, hesitated, picked it back. Yeah, you can't do that. That's unfortunate.
Enforced turnovers piling up a little bit for Washington in this third. Trying to make up for it on the defensive end. The lead is still, or it's up to 12 rather. Ballooned by just 1 from halftime, but Washington unable to cut into it with under 2 minutes to go, and the tough make there by Woodsmall. She's up to 5. The other 3 on the court, not named Stiefel or Brown, have only combined for 9 points in this game.
Good shot, Long.
Nice counter by Adeline Long. Quickly the other way come the Greyhounds, and a free path to the basket initially was Raskin, but panicked on the pass and a turnover. We'll give it back to Washington. Oakley Sabaski gonna check in. We'll break up one of the sister duos and take out Addison Miller.
You know, you want to see the rest of the team get involved, but Adeline Long has to put her foot down and just go.
Can Washington find a run in the final minute and change to this third? Sabaski spins, puts it up, had it blocked, and last touch by Berto on its way out, so it'll go back to the Greyhounds. Nice move by Sabaski, but a couple of Burlington players able to get their hand on the basketball. Raskin. She's got 4 points. The juniors started every game but 2 for this Burlington team. Deflected by Long and out of play.
They've been sitting at this comfortable 10, 12, 8-point lead the entire game. The Demons need a run.
Woodsmall in the corner tries to drive baseline. Did she step out of bounds?
And they
no,
called
she
a
was
blocking
fouled.
foul.
by Reagan Miller.
That is tough.
Foul number 11, Reagan Miller.
So that is going to be the 5th foul of the 3rd for Washington.
Vanessa Woodsmall will shoot 2.
What's notable is F2, none for the Greyhounds called in this 3rd. Now, I don't know that Burlington has necessarily been overly aggressive and had a lot of foul opportunities, but Washington has not helped themselves in that category. The lead balloons to 45-31. Ashlyn Long trying to bring it across, needs some help, and nearly turned it over to Brown. Goes out of bounds, it'll stay with Washington.
Secure passes is what we need. Hold on to the basketball. No ill-advised turnovers.
Adeline Long rejects the screen by Berto and got bumped by Raskin, so there is the first foul of the 3rd for the Greyhounds.
I love this announcer's curse. I love it. Or the jinx.
Brycelyn Patton's going to come in. She'll replace Raskin, who has 3 fouls. Long gets it into Miller. Drive, stops, kicks it back out to Long. 4-3. That's good. And that was much needed for the Demons. And the lead back down to 11. 25 seconds to go. Seifel, she's been quiet in this 3rd, but drops it into Brown, who hasn't been quiet since the 1st quarter, and that's a quick 2 the other way. 10 seconds to go. Demons can have the final shot of this 3rd. Ashlyn Long goes all the way inside. Kick out Soboski. 5 seconds to go. Adeline Long, the deflection. She's got a launch with 2, with 1. No good on the 3. And Burlington able to grow their advantage to 47-34. They lead by 13. Washington going to need a big 4th quarter if they want to come back in this one. We'll send it to a quick break. Come back with the final 8 minutes here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network.
Your adventure starts here. Capper Auto Group, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram will get you ready in style. Meet with our friendly and experienced team to find a vehicle that gets you on the road, and rely on our service shop to keep you there. Capper Auto Group. See yourself the Capper experience.
At Wolf Floral, you'll find everything you need to spruce up your summer. Located on the southeast corner of the Washington Square, we've got you covered from small gift items to the finest floral arrangements around. Wolf Floral, unique by choice, not by chance.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Fourth quarter underway here between Washington and Burlington. The Greyhounds getting things started, and a quick 3 from the corner, no good, and a strong rebound by Miller. Robinson took it. Reagan Miller drops it inside. Sarah Berto, she's had a nice game. That 2 no good, tough shot. Berto, a valuable player off the bench for Washington, just under 3 points and just over 3 rebounds a game. Long grabs the rebound here. Some pace to the start of this 4th quarter. She gets it across. Reagan Miller, top of the key. Right side. Ashlyn Long will fire. No good, in and out.
You hate those.
Had a good look, you're right. Ashlyn Long, another good bench piece for Washington. And a miscue on defense. Woodsmall was wide open.
Woodsmall, 2-point basket.
You really hate to see those ones that go in and just rim right out.
That's 9 points for Vanessa Woodsmall. She's right over her season average. Berto the other way.
Berto for 2.
Press on for Washington. And Seifel snuck by Long and got fouled.
Stiefel will shoot 2.
Has to be on Ashlyn.
Stiefel will go to the free throw line.
It on
Fouls on 0, Adeline Long.
So that'll be Adeline Long's 3rd. It's 6:46 to go. Stiefel, 22 points last time out. She's up to 18 here. Or 17, excuse me. It was actually trailing Daphne Brown as Reagan Miller and Sarah Berto going to take a break. Vivian Kroll comes back in. Addison Miller as well. So the starters out with the exception of Leighton Messenger, who is out for Ashlyn Long. Addison Miller, Long in the corner. Fires a pass over to Ashlyn Long, who took a bump and eventually does get the foul call on Robinson. Washington's ball on the side. The Demons snapped a 4-game win streak with that loss to Marian, hoping to avoid 2 defeats today. They'll go back out of conference for their next game on January 12th. They'll face West Liberty.
The game is not over. They just have to keep chipping away at this lead. Good take.
Long drives to the right, throws it up, no call, and it'll stay with Washington on the baseline. Ashlyn Long leading all scorers at 20 points tonight. It's been exceptional, stayed aggressive. Threw that one nearly out of play. Ashlyn Long able to recover it. Takes a bump. Adeline Long for 3 off the back iron. Soboski skies for the rebound. Kicks it to Addison Miller. She drives inside. Ashlyn Long walked with it.
That's tough.
Ashlyn Long, you feel for her in that moment, just a freshman, has played big minutes in her first season with Washington. Had a 10-point game off the bench already this year. Had 3 last time out, but be prone to some errors a little bit. Definitely learning as she goes in her first season. 51-36 under 6 to play, and a turnover the other way. That'll let Leighton Messenger sub back into the game. She'll come in for Soboski and is going to have to go help with Woodsmall up there guarding Long. Here is Messenger. Looks like the strategy for Burlington coach Adriana Mafras, just screen Long out of this game, make someone else beat you. Kroll trying to do that on this possession. Floats it up, no good. Tries to grab her own miss.
Tough.
Couldn't quite corral it. And up the other way, Stiefel. 18 points tonight. Here's Woodsmall, gives it to Brown, who has really been the catalyst for this lead growing as big as it is. Kick out 3, too short from Raskin. Long will bring it over.
You've got to just be in your spot and just get ready to shoot it. You're trailing by 15.
Running out of possessions to cut into the deficit. Going to need to start taking some shots quick in the clock. Long. She'll fire a deep one. No good, in and out again. Kroll skies for the overboard. Miller puts it up. No good, rolls out. It'll stay with Washington off the miss. Reagan Miller will sub in for Ashlyn Long. Bigger lineup out there on the floor with the taller Miller, as well as Kroll and Messenger, who are 2 of the top 3 rebounders on this Washington team. Messenger will fire for 3. Kroll will grab an board. Tough rebound and bucket for Vivian Kroll.
Needed that one. That's what I'm talking about.
Kroll is up to 3. And a 30-second timeout going to be called
full time
by Burlington. Excuse me, a full timeout. Good call by you. We will step aside while both teams talk it over. Washington trails 51-38 here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network.
I love helping people. I always wanted to help people. That's what I love the most.
We do a really good job of growing our own, but also we are able to take your skills, adapt them to what we need, or grow them as well.
Our leadership group here, they are actively involved, always supportive of our new ideas and innovation here at the hospital.
Washington County Hospital and Clinics. Apply today.
Washington down 51-38 with 4:35 to play. And the Demons needing to string together some stops and string together some quick shots. Just over half this fourth quarter left. Stiefel the three, no good. Gone a little colder from out there since her really strong start to this game. It's been Daphne Brown who's been the main architect for this lead. Long the other way.
Let's see if she gets that conversion.
So a spectacular couple of possessions out of that timeout for Washington. The lead goes back to 11 with the free throw coming. This, if Long can convert the free throw, would be the closest the Demons have been since the second quarter. And no good on the free throw, so the lead does stay 11. Washington hasn't been able to get it any closer than that.
Foot on the gas time.
Can they string together some more turnovers? Here's Wood Small. Flashing inside, but bobbling it and losing it was Raskin. And another stop for the Demons. Messenger comes the other way. Drives inside, floats it up for Berto, is too strong on the pass. Nice idea, but didn't get the execution.
The intention was definitely there.
So a quick turnover, and now at this point, if you're Burlington, probably gonna take their time, not try to rush any possessions. They've been going fast today. Scored 66 points in each of their last two games. We're on track to do that in the first half. Daphne Brown flashes in the paint, gets her offensive rebound again, and gets fouled from behind by Messenger. She didn't like the call one bit.
I think she had a hand on that ball.
You might be right, Zeph, but they have been quick to call those most of the game, and they'll send Daphne Brown back to the free throw line. And that is the 5th on Messenger, so her night is done. 4 points on the evening.
That's tough.
And Brown, chance to match Seifert in scoring. No good on the first free throw.
She was almost perfect.
Brown, a senior, was All-SEC second team last year. Averaged 2.6 steals a game, was very good on the defensive end for this Burlington team. She's got 18 points. Is right around her season average, and you're going to beat a lot of teams with two players who score as much as her and Seifert do. Berto, a quick bucket the other way. Nice press break for Washington, and the lead is 10.
Gotta love the patience. She didn't rush it. She waited for the defender to be out of position.
8 points for Sarah Berto. And a turnover the other way for Burlington, and the Washington bench is up.
This next play is huge. This next possession is the biggest possession of the game.
Burlington keeping the press on. They're letting Ashlyn Long have it. They are trying to deny Adeline Long the basketball. 22 points for her. Reagan Miller. Here is Adeline Long. Miller drives inside, stops. Adeline Long, right side. Driving, Miller, thought about a three, now steps into a three. No good. Berto the rebound, and she got bumped and will go to the free throw line. Sarah Berto, an excellent game for her off the bench. 8 points and can climb into double figures if she can get 2 more free throws to drop. Has plenty of rebounds tonight as well. First free throw rolls in and out though.
That's tough. Got some confusion happening on the court there.
I wasn't sure. Ref signaled over to the scores table, but Berto will take the second. That one no good as well, but
Rebound.
Addison Miller
Jump.
went over the top.
Whoa, over the top in high school ball? In high school ball? That's tough.
Apparently so on Wood Small, so
wow.
They foul on Miller. That's 3 apiece for both teams.
I'm not a fan of that one.
2:36 to play. Washington on a little bit of a run, have strung together a couple of stops, need a few more. Wood Small able to gather that one. Now in trouble though, and a timeout called. And a smart one there for Coach Mafra with Woodsmall in trouble. A 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Zeph, if you're Coach Colin Mulford, what are you telling your team? You've seen some good now on the defensive end. Just need to get some points to drop, but Washington has this lead at 10 points.
Adeline, shoot. That's all I can say right now. Adeline, you just got to go for it.
I think adding to that, too, you need everyone else to be ready to take them, too, because, Burlington clearly trying to deny her the ball, trying to have someone else take it up, not let Adeline Long start the offense. So if it's going to stay out of her hands, that's going to lead to potentially some people open if they send some doubles, send some helpers on to Adeline Long.
Again, I said it earlier, the ball, the game does nothing when you're just passing the ball around. This is the clutch moment. This is the time where it's like, it's crunch. It's like every shot counts.
Well, Colin Mulford praised his team for not giving up when they were down big against Marion and playing the full 32 minutes, but there's a quick bucket the other way for Raskin. He praised his team effort. They're not going to give up easily. Could that help him in this game? The lead is 12, though, for Burlington, and could come down to running out of time if you're Washington. Reagan Miller can't get that to drop. Berto the O-board, and one!
She is playing phenomenal. She is playing phenomenal. She's hitting the shots that needs to be hit. She's in the spots getting rebounds where they need him.
She is now up to 10 points.
She's clutch. I can say it. She's clutch.
One thing Coach Mulford's also said to us before is it's not going to be about if you're in the starting lineup. It's the players who want it the most at the end of the games that's the most important lineup, the closing team. Berto gets the free throw to go. 11 points for Sarah Berto off the bench.
She now makes this a winnable game.
54-45. Washington
single digits.
Has it within single digits for the first time since the first half. Driving inside. Short corner shot for Woodsmall. No good. Rebound to Reagan Miller. And Woodsmall was moving nowhere away from Adeline Long. Berto gets it again inside. No good. Offensive rebound. Shot was blocked by Seifert. She ends up with it, or Seafull, excuse me. And there is a jump ball.
That's going to be Demon basketball.
Possession arrow will keep it with Washington.
Man, that rim has a toilet bowl, and it is just toileting. Everything is just going in and out.
Even in the first half, some of those Burlington free throws were doing the same thing on this end.
That's tough. That's tough to see.
Adeline Long will trigger. Gets it quickly to Addison Miller. She'll fire a high arcing three. No good.
Great shot, though.
Rebound collected by Ashlyn Long. Pops it out of the short corner. Adeline thought about a deep one. Now drives left. Reagan Miller for three. Too short. Rebound. Bobbled and collected by Addison Miller, and Mulford got the timeout off. Washington, immense effort in these closing minutes to try and make an epic comeback.
In that moment, I liked Ashlyn Long wide open in the corner for the three. That was the shot. She was going to hit that. I feel that in my soul. She had that three-pointer locked in.
Well, and you create those second chance opportunities by being willing to shoot, and both Addison and Reagan Miller were that time, and it hasn't ended in a make, but Washington gets to keep the ball on their end. And you feel they need a bucket on this possession coming out of this timeout. Reminder, the winner of this game goes to 4-1 in the SEC. Will take sole possession of second place. Burlington has won 3 straight. They've won 3 straight over Washington as well.
It's unfortunate to say, but I'll call it here. A bucket out of this timeout keeps the game alive. A miss out of this timeout, that's ball.
Ashlyn Long, Sarah Berto, and a turnover. Gave it right to Sella Raskin, who comes the other way. Left the layup too strong, though. Deflection by Daphne Brown. Berto needs help. Throws it over to Adeline Long.
It's still up.
Keeping it alive, and Long will take a bump from Woodsmall. So a 4th foul of the 4th quarter. Excuse me, the 5th. That will put Adeline Long at the free throw line. So that's a big foul call.
Hey. We set a bucket out of the timeout, keeps it alive, so here we are.
We'll go against Woodsmall, and will put Adeline Long, the leading scorer in this game, at the free throw line. First free throw, no good. Indiana, by the way, 14-7 now, leading over Oregon. In our other game of the night, this is the primary game of the night. Long, second free throw, no good. Toilet bowl's out of that rim again. The tip out by Brown. Long able to get it on the deflection. Miller thought about a deep range three, under a minute to go. Washington needs points. Long has the basketball, rejects the screen. Long spins and gets bumped again. Another sort of ticky-tack one there on Robinson this time. Robinson's shrugging her shoulders. I can't say I necessarily blame her. Didn't see a foul there, but nevertheless, Long will take it.
I mean, in this moment of the game, this is when you call those types of fouls, but you'd like to see one of those earlier.
No shooting.
So after two misses, Adeline Long's got two more chances. Good on the first one. Washington needs these. The lead is 8 for Burlington. 23 points for Adeline Long. Second free throw also good. Mulford will call a timeout. He'll have one left. Zeph, once again, the message. If you're Colin Mulford now, that hit Washington, that felt like one big elongated possession. They turned it over. Burlington smokes the layup, but a lot of time came off the clock in that moment as well.
30 whole seconds. I think they had a minute 13 when we were, talking, and now we have 45 seconds. So that's tough. When you can shave off 30 seconds and just put 2 points on the board, that's tough to say where you are in this possession of the game. Granted, they're down 7. The game is still winnable, but we got to see it.
And you wonder how soon Washington may elect to foul. They do have one to give, so you can go for the steal, be aggressive, give up a foul. It doesn't hurt you, but the next one then puts Burlington on the line, and you're playing the free throw game. But if you can draw a turnover, Burlington has turned it over on most of their last few possessions.
Yeah, they've been a little lackadaisical with the passing. And when they put that press on them, they've thrown it out of bounds a few times. So in this moment, you just kind of you don't want your foul to give to be a shooting foul. You don't want that. So don't let them cross half court without fouling them.
And for Burlington, you're getting the hands and the ball of your stars. Daphne Brown entered this game as a 60% free throw shooter. And of course, we've mentioned it a few times tonight. Stiefel up over 80. She has the basketball here, brings it quickly across, gets it into the corner, looking for a teammate. 40 seconds to go, and the foul does come in by Long. It'll go on Woodsmall. So again, that was Washington's one to give. That is Long's fourth foul, though. So critically, Adeline Long cannot be the one to foul. Let's see if Burlington tries to get it in the hands of Stiefel, who has Long on her. Foul comes in quickly from Reagan Miller, so that will instead send Vanessa Woodsmall to the line. Woodsmall, 9 points tonight. She's had a quietly strong outing herself. 45.5% free throw shooter on the season.
She's hit her last 2 on the trip to the line. So, I
First
saw
one
that
too
was
strong.
Off. That was way too high. This is huge here. You have to deny Daphne Brown. If I'm Berto, you're denying Daphne. There we go.
Second free throw drops.
Great box out from Berto there.
The lead back to 8. Washington's got to go quickly. Long brings it across. Woodsmall.
She's moving too fast. She's going too slow.
Guarding her tightly. Under 30 seconds to go. High screen from Berto. Long trying to step into a long-range 3. No good. Rebound collected by Stiefel. Washington going to foul Woodsmall again.
That's tough.
Fouls on 23, Sarah Berto.
So that'll give a chance for Woodsmall to extend the lead to 10 with 2 makes. But either way, Zeph, Washington kind of in need of a miracle at this point. But you have to like the fight from the Demons in a game like this.
I do like the fight. I like that in the clutch moments they turned up the heat, but they have to realize that heat has to be turned on way earlier. You have to apply this pressure in the third quarter so that you're coming into the fourth quarter with this type of, enthusiasm.
No good on the second. Berto collects the miss. 15 seconds to go. Washington just going to have to throw up a prayer. Long steps into a 3. No good. Stiefel will grab the rebound, and that will do it. So Washington comes up just short in a chess match of a game. Burlington took that 11-point lead at the half and was just able to hang on, never let Washington go on a big enough run to cut into it. They win 55-47 to improve to 4-1 in SEC play. Washington will drop to 3-2 and 6-4 on the campaign. We'll send it to a break. When we come back, we'll have the post-game show here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network, and of course preview the boys game as they try to take some vengeance on Burlington and face off against the Grayhounds. Once again, your final: Burlington wins it here in Washington. We'll step aside and come back with the post-game show.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community. That's where you'll find us. Generation after generation, Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
My name is Levi Lyle. I have lived in Kyoto my entire life, but I've been an organic farmer for about a decade. Truly, the reason to do business locally is because of the joy and fulfillment that comes in relationships. Coming to Professional Proteins is an opportunity to work with good people.
Our communities were founded on the strength of local farmers. At CBI Bank and Trust, you can aim high, bank strong. With personalized service and trusted relationships, we'll help take your ag business to the next level with the right loan for your needs. CBI Bank and Trust is here for you.
At Southeast Iowa Cabinets and Strabela Construction, we provide everything from design to complete installation of your kitchen cabinets. For small town service with competitive prices, Southeast Iowa Cabinets and Strabela Construction are here for you.
The Connie and Amanda team is dedicated to giving back to our community by actively engaging with our clients, businesses, and the public. When it comes to helping you find your next home, investment, or commercial space, the Connie and Amanda team is here for you.
At WCHC, our goal is to take great care of our patients and our staff.
We are able to approach you, take care of your issues, but also give you a path, as far as referrals or treating you right then and there.
Our role in the community is taking care of something that matters to everyone. It's their family and their health.
More than you expect for your health care.
Check out Community Profiles every Thursday, where our host, Greta Clemens, talks with people from around Washington about their stories and highlighting upcoming events. Make sure to tune in to Community Profiles every Thursday at 10 on the Southeast Iowa Live Facebook and YouTube page.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you to that dream vacation with a savings account designed to help get you on the flight there. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
At Washington Lumber and Home Center, our extensive knowledge, great pricing, and a long list of local installation experts, you are guaranteed to get the service you deserve with the quality you should expect. Washington Lumber and Home Center, your local place for great results.
Introducing Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every meal is a delight. Start your day with our mouthwatering breakfast options and savor flavorful lunches with friends and family. Cap off your day with our delectable dinners. Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every moment is delicious.
Fairway is the place to be all season long for your grocery needs. Drive through the lane for the snacks and drinks you need to keep you in the game, and don't forget to grab a meal for a post-game feast. Make Fairway your home field advantage. Your adventure starts here. Capper Auto Group Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram will get you ready in style. Meet with our friendly and experienced team to find a vehicle that gets you on the road, and rely on our service shop to keep you there. Capper Auto Group. See yourself the Capper experience.
At Wolf Floral, you'll find everything you need to spruce up your summer. Located on the southeast corner of the Washington Square, we've got you covered from small gift items to the finest floral arrangements around. Wolf Floral, unique by choice, not by chance.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
I love helping people. I always wanted to help people. That's what I love the most.
We do a really good job of growing our own, but also we are able to take your skills, adapt them to what we need, or grow them as well.
Our leadership group here, they are actively involved, always supportive of our new ideas and innovation here at the hospital.
Washington County Hospital and Clinics. Apply today.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community. That's where you'll find us. Generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
My name is Levi Lyle. I have lived in Kielder my entire life, but I've been an organic farmer for about a decade. Truly, the reason to do business locally is because of the joy and fulfillment that comes in relationships. Coming to Professional Proteins is an opportunity to work with good people.
Welcome back to Washington High School, where we're wrapping up the first of a doubleheader tonight on the Southeast Iowa Video Network with the Community First Credit Union post-game show, and rolling right into the pregame show brought to you by the Nancy Williams Agency of Farm Bureau Financial Services. Jack Knowlton, Zeph Walker-El, our good producer, Peter Camp on the ones and twos. We'll get into a preview of the Washington boys game against Burlington in just a few moments, but let's wrap up the girls game, Zeph, that ended in a defeat 55-47 for the Demons. Washington just unable to cut into that 8 to 11 point deficit, really, and they were down by 11 at halftime. Couldn't trim it down. We're down by 12 at the end of the third quarter. Showed that good fight for 40 minutes, but came up just short. What'd you take away from that game tonight?
You know, the Demons never cease to amaze me when it comes down to the clutch. Never cease to amaze me, and it seems as though they have the firepower within them. It's just about the situation. And I think they play best when their backs are against the wall. Granted, that can always work against you if you don't play, if you put yourself in that position all the time. Some teams are not going to allow you to come back. They were sitting at a stalemate the entire game with that 8 to 11 point lead because defensively they weren't allowing Burlington to run away. But offensively, they weren't allowing themselves to, force Burlington to make some defensive switches. They were able to just stay in the same defense they had the whole game, and it worked out, which is why they stayed within the same range for 3 to 4 quarters.
Yeah, Washington just struggling to ultimately cut into that deficit, couldn't make enough shots, and there were some really timely turnovers that felt like kind of hurt the Demons. There was the one right at the end at halftime that pushed that lead to 9, and just unable to do enough to get the win. But Zeph, the boys team, hoping for a little bit of revenge against Burlington, and no, this is not deja vu, by the way. Both of these teams are also 3-1 in the SEC entering tonight's game. Washington is in a really good run of form. They've won 3 on the bounce going back to their win over Mount Pleasant, which you saw here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network. They then started the year with games on back-to-back nights and wins over Fort Madison and Clear Creek Amana, who they beat 75-72. And in that game, Nick Stone hitting a 3 to give them a 73-71 lead with a couple of seconds left. They got a steal to end the game. Really impressive road win for Washington, who's in some really, really good form. Rajan Roth in that game, 22 points. And an interesting development, Tate Griner, 18. He came into the starting lineup tonight for the Demons. Aiden Schmitz did not see him dress out tonight either, so it looks like it might be Tate Griner going in, the sophomore guard who we've talked to Coach Colin Mulford about a few times.
You know, the Demons have a deeper bench. That's just something I noticed off of, watching them warm up. Burlington's running with 8 players tonight. So we'll see if the Demons are able to use that to their advantage, and maybe get Burlington to run out that gas and have to bring in that deep bench, Maybe we see all 8 players check in. Foul trouble is going to be something you want to look out for. It's like now you have the advantage of player count. Let's see how the Demons are going to use that to their advantage.
Burlington, the players to watch, a couple of double-digit scores for them. Their leader is Jet Morris, just a sophomore, but has started all 8 games. Averaged around 2 points a game last year. He's up to 15, nearly 16 rather, 15.9 technically, but almost 16 points a game from the sophomore guard. And then Michael Cantzavelos, 10.4 points, 4 assists on the year. He was an All-SEC honorable mention player and scored 21 points when these two teams played last. Washington snapped a 4-game losing streak against Burlington last year with a 65-58 win. Nick Stone went for 12 off the bench for Washington in that game. And crucially, Burlington trying to replace Nehemiah Lewis, who was an All-SEC first-teamer with the Greyhounds last year at around 14 points per game. So they're doing it with the likes of Morris, the likes of Cantzavelos, but Washington has had a lot of good scores emerge in their own right. Drew Conrad, 15.7 points per game. He's up over 9 from 9 from last season. Roth is going on back-to-back 20-point games. He scored over 20 against Fort Madison as well, so he's trying to keep that streak alive. And of course, Nick Stone, the sharpshooter, up to 32% from downtown, 13 points per game for him. Those will be the guys to watch for Washington. We'll see how Tate Griner is more involved in this game. We'll send it to a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups, and the first quarter will get underway here between Washington and Burlington, the second of our doubleheader here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network.
Our communities were founded on the strength of local farmers. At CBI Bank and Trust, you can aim high, bank strong. With personalized service and trusted relationships, we'll help take your ag business to the next level with the right loan for your needs. CBI Bank and Trust is here for you.
At Southeast Iowa Cabinets and Strabela Construction, we provide everything from design to complete installation of your kitchen cabinets. For small town service with competitive prices, Southeast Iowa Cabinets and Strabela Construction are here for you.
The Connie and Amanda team is dedicated to giving back to our community by actively engaging with our clients, businesses, and the public. When it comes to helping you find your next home, investment, or commercial space, the Connie and Amanda team is here for you.
At WCHC, our goal is to take great care of our patients and our staff.
We are able to approach you, take care of your issues, but also give you a path, as far as referrals or treating you right then and there.
Our role in the community is taking care of something that matters to everyone. It's their family and their health.
More than you expect for your healthcare.
Check out Community Profiles every Thursday, where our host, Greta Clemens, talks with people from around Washington about their stories and highlighting upcoming events. Make sure to tune in to Community Profiles every Thursday at 10 on the Southeast Iowa Live Facebook and YouTube page.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you to that dream vacation with a savings account designed to help get you on the flight there. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
Now for the starting lineup for the boys basketball game between the Burlington Grayhounds and your Washington Demons. For Burlington, a 6-foot senior, number 0, Keyshawn Wilden.
You're in hot water. Not something with the water.
6-foot senior, number 2, Michael Kavlesko. A 5'11 junior, number 3, Kobe Edmonds. 6-foot sophomore, number 4, Jet Morris. And a 6'4 senior, number 12, CJ Chandler. For the Demons, a 6-foot senior, number 1, Drew Conrad. 6-foot senior wears number 2, Cale Williams. A 6'1" senior, number 3, Rajan Rock. 6'4" junior, number 4, Nick Stone. And a 6-foot sophomore, number 20, Tate Greiner. Burlington assistant coaches Brian Kirchloffer, Pete Carlson, head coach Caleb Akey, for the Demons, assistant coach Mason Quigley, Kelly Williams, Shannon Ruck, and the head demon Colin Stern. Let's play basketball.
Let's play basketball indeed. The second of our doubleheader here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network. You just heard the starting lineups between both teams. The Grayhounds, led by Coach Caleb Akey in his 6th season, 57-62 overall, but a 33-20 conference record. He's been good against the SEC. Burlington went 7-3 2 seasons ago, 5-5 last year in conference play. Trying to get them back to that 2022-23 level. They were 16-7 that year. 4-4 entering tonight. Washington with Coach Colin Stark, long-tenured Demon headman. And it's Burlington starting things out with the basketball. Kobe Edmonds gives it to Jet Morris, the leading scorer for this Burlington side. Cancevelos is the other one, over 10 points a game. He drives on Nick Stone. Kick out and a quick 3 for Keyshawn Wilden. And he's starting this game the way he started the football season for the Greyhounds.
Yes, indeed.
Talented running back for Burlington. He was the one to watch. Washington bottled them up in that home game. If you recall, that was on the Southeast Iowa Video Network. Nick Stone can't answer the 3, but Cale Williams skies in for the board and the putback for 2.
Great shot.
Cale Williams had a nice outing himself with 8 points and 6 boards against Clear Creek Amana. Williams for 3, or Edmonds, excuse me. Roth snags the miss. And quickly the other way, Conrad going for the home run ball, and it's intercepted by Cancevelos. Washington, they want to play fast. That's what Coach Colin Stark has preached. Cancevelos shot rolls no good. Going quickly again, Williams up the other way. Drives inside, puts up another 2, that one left short. The rebound to Edmonds. Colin Stark said after that Mount Pleasant game, he felt his team was improving and kind of their conditioning was reaching the point he wanted it to reach with how quick they wanted to play. It's reflected in the win column so far this year.
Great call.
Foul underneath goes against CJ Chandler, the 6'4" senior. Not a ton of bigs for this Burlington team. They're not quite the Mount Pleasant or the Keokuk level size-wise. They are 5th in this conference in rebounding, 25 per game. Washington, by comparison, though, also not a tall team by any means. They're 6th. Stone. Here's Roth, top of the key.
Putting the zone out early, are they? Good pass.
Nice pass inside by Stone, and Tate Greiner will go up for the free throw. He's been a revelation in these last 2 games. He started both of them, 18 points. He made 6 threes in that win over Clear Creek Amana. That was a game Washington shot the ball stupendously well. 46% from 3. First free throw up and no good for Greiner, though. By the way, another update from our college football world. Indiana, a 2-touchdown lead over Oregon. What a story that would be if the Hoosiers can pull out a national title in football of all sports. Greiner gets the second free throw to go.
That would be insane.
They're up 21-7 on the Ducks. We're tied 3-3 here in game number 2 of our doubleheader. And Wilden has it in the corner. He drives on Greiner, gets the bump, can't get the layup. Rebound to Stone, or Drew Conrad, excuse me, and a foul by Kobe Edmonds, 80 feet from the basket.
Fouls on number 3, Kobe Edmonds.
That's 3 quick fouls for Burlington. Just over 2 minutes gone in this first quarter.
They got to be careful. Remember, they only have 8 players.
That's a thin bench. Looks like 9. There's a 3 for Conrad. Actually, a long 2 for the senior Conrad. 15 points for him against Clear Creek Amana. Quickly the other way, CJ Chandler. So he has 2, averages just over 5 a game, or actually right at 5 a game, and another hard foul. And that one gonna go on Edmonds. That's a quick second foul for Kobe Edmonds, so see if Coach Akey dips into that bench, and he will indeed. Datavion Pearson's gonna come in. So Edmonds will have to take a seat. He's at 8.6 points per game, so that's no small loss. He had 13 in a win over Fairfield for Burlington in their last game. Conrad turns the corner on Morris, gets to the cup, and is fouled again.
Oh, yeah. I think this is going to go the way I preached earlier when it comes down to that foul trouble. You get them in foul trouble early, make them have to bring in their other players.
So just like that, 5 quick fouls. There's still 5 minutes left in this first quarter. Conrad will get the first free throw.
If there's one thing about Drew Conrad, he's going to get to the line.
It's interesting, Steph, in the second half of that Clear Creek game, Washington had 5 fouls to Clear Creek 0, and they managed to pull out a victory. And now Burlington having to deal with that foul trouble here. Corner is Wilden. Quick shot by Morris, can't bank it in. Stone the rebound. Demons with a 7-5 lead. Conrad to Williams. Man-to-man now for the Greyhounds. Williams, hard jump stop, gives it to Conrad all the way to the rim. Rejected by Wilden. Loose ball. Wilden, Conrad right there, and is he going to get a jump ball? He is not. A foul, and then we'll get called on Conrad.
Fouls on number 1, Drew Conrad.
That's the first of the game for the Demons, and Conrad's first.
That's a tough call there.
And he was lunging in to try and get a jump ball, but we'll get the foul instead, and Morris will try and set up the offense. No points for him so far. And the pass takes a deflection. That'll go back to Washington.
He doesn't have Bell out. That badge was not activated.
We'll see as the game goes on, I guess, maybe early. Conrad, tightly guarded by Morris. He gets all the way to the block again, but runs into a swarm of Greyhounds and turns it over. Wilden the other way, easy layup. And Keyshawn has 5 quick points and a quick timeout for Washington. We are tied at 7 apiece.
30 seconds.
With a 30-second timeout, we'll keep it right here. So Zeph, the Indiana Hoosiers, an early big lead, but no one separating themselves so far in this one.
You know, I just want to say, shout out to the Big Ten. We've got some Big Ten football happening. So a championship win for the Big Ten again is a championship win for us, right?
There you go. And yeah, I mean, Big Ten football might be the way to apply to this first quarter, at least if you're Burlington. I mean, a lot of fouls, physical game. You see, it seems like they've gotten the message with Drew Conrad. He likes to drive to the cup and get his layups off. They are sending multiple help defenders to try and slow him down.
Eventually that help defense is going to start turning into more fouls. So
Williams was right on half court and got that to Conrad, who kicks to Stone for a 3. Too short.
I forgot Williams was a quarterback.
He can make those throws. Williams and Wilden, the football players featured tonight for both these teams. Stone tried to come in and swat it away, but fouled Jet Morris. Morris was quiet last game, too, for these Greyhounds. They demolished Fairfield 73-42.
it's not a wide open.
Pearson drives to the bucket, and a point, or 2 points off the bench, excuse me, for Pearson. It's a thin bench, Zeph, for the Greyhounds, but Pearson's the best one to come off it. He had 11 against Fairfield, and an interception there by Chandler. So some turnovers now for Washington, starting to pile up against this Greyhound press. They got their first lead of the night. Morris drives inside, tried to get it to Wilden, was fouled by Tate Griner.
Oh,
so
that's tough.
The fouls starting to equate now between these two teams.
He barely had the ball.
Wilden, an easy 2 off the inbound from Cansavelos. Keyshawn Wilden, a quick 7 points. And another turnover by Washington.
You know, coach doesn't like
Morris
that
for
at all.
3. No good, too strong, but Wilden right there for the O board. Another 3 for Cansavelos this time, and that one drops.
Canstavelos. That is a last name.
Roth tries to get it to Griner. Another giveaway by the Demons. This press is flummoxing Washington right now. Pearson all the way to the rim, and Stone bumped him on the way through. So just like that, Nick Stone has 2, and Washington up to 4 fouls, and they haven't taken much advantage of having the bonus and now put the Greyhounds on the free throw line. So a full timeout. We'll step aside for a moment. Coach Colin Stark going to talk things over, try and figure out this Burlington press. We'll have the action when you come back. So out of the timeout, it'll be Datavion Pearson, the sophomore, at the free throw line. 2.5 points per game. He'll shoot, but the bigger issue for Washington right now is that Burlington has almost flipped this first quarter momentum-wise with this press, Zeph.
Yeah, they've allowed Burlington to come in fast. And with fast gameplay, it's turned around on them. Early on, it worked in their favor because they had control and they were allowing Burlington to play fast and aggressive, which led to fouls. Now that fast pace has sped up the Washington offense, which has led to more turnovers and lackadaisical basketball.
This Burlington team averages around 8 steals per game. Washington has struggled a little bit. They've actually been pretty good in the turnover department, excuse me. Only 14 a game. That's the 9th fewest actually in Class 3 and the best in the SEC, but there's another one. Uncharacteristic play so far for the Demons in that department.
Play at their own pace, get a half-court setup, and let's see some real Demons boy basketball.
And Savalos inside, the too good by Chandler. Just like that, an 18-7 lead is opened up for the Greyhounds. Williams gets the bump by Wilden, so he'll go to the free throw line.
Fouls on 0, Keyshawn Wilden.
That'll bring another substitute, Zach Hart, into the game, a junior. Just under 5 points per game for the Greyhounds. Chandler will take a seat. That's his second foul. Or excuse me, second on Wilden. But he'll stay out there with 2.
Williams
Williams' first free throw drops. Cale Williams, just under 8 points a game, around 5 rebounds too. He's been a guy that's prided himself on doing more of those scrappy hustle plays, is not necessarily the guy to take over a game in the scoring department compared to the likes of Ross Stone and Conrad, but can certainly chip in. Misses the second free throw. Jet Morris has it. Morris still scoreless, but it hasn't hurt Burlington. 3, no good from Kansavalos, and a foul quickly called on the newcomer Hart.
Foul's number 30, Zach Hart.
So that will put Nick Stone on the free throw line, and this is probably the answer for if you're Washington. This final minute and change is to just try and draw those fouls. You're in the bonus, might as well get to the line, earn yourself a couple.
Yes, indeed. You need to play more under the basket. Good shot for Stone there.
Stone drops it in. 10 points for him last time out. He was 2 for 6 from 3. It's up to 13 points a game this year. And Savalos over to Pearson. Morris. Corner again is Pearson. Good ball movement here for the Greyhounds, trying to navigate a little zone look for Washington. Morris, no good, too strong on the 3. It'll stay, though, off the deflection with Burlington.
That was definitely like a deflection from Burlington, knocked out of Cale Williams' hands.
Kansavalos to inbound. Pearson, one-on-one with Williams. Back to a man-to-man look for Washington. No, still not. 2-3, actually. Kansavalos steps through.
The defense from Burlington.
Morris, pump fake, elbow jumper. That drops. First points of the game for Jet Morris.
Jet Morris for 2.
And the press still on for Burlington, and why not? And a foul again, though. Been a little too handsy these last few possessions, the Greyhounds. That'll go on Kevin Brown. And a 10-point game, Rajan Roth at the free throw line.
5, Kevin Brown.
How many fouls do they have in this first quarter?
8, thanks to our super producer, Peter Camp.
Rajan Roth shooting 2.
Roth drops in the first free throw. I mentioned him, Zeph. He is in some form right now. This is an all-SEC second-teamer from a year ago, but he only averaged 8 points per game. He's up near 15 so far this year. Julian Parsons is about to check in. Bowden Brown is into the game, by the way, for Washington, making his first run. Like a little bit of a 3-2 look here on defense. 8-point game. Chance for the final shot for Burlington with 10 seconds to go. Morris thought about it, now fires. No good. Rebound, long, collected by Brown, and he's fouled on his way up and will go to the line. So Kevin Brown, a hard-earned O-board. He's a 6'2 freshman.
Now you kind of wonder, in that moment, you know, fouling them, yes, they have 4 seconds left. You just give them the 2, but I guess that'll be determined if he makes one of these free throws.
Drops the first one in off the bank.
He hits it. The bank is open for him.
He did not give your memo that they were closed, indeed.
They open up for special people, so.
Second free throw, that one's left short. And out of bounds with 4 seconds to go, so Washington can chuck up a heave. Burlington's going to keep the press on. See if they get a shot off here. 4 seconds left. Cale Williams, inbound deflected, last touched. Ooh, it looked like maybe Williams, but it'll stay with Washington.
Looked like it hit a girls' basketball player down there. Got to be careful. She needs to be prepared for next game.
Roth to Williams, tries to pass it to Stone, fires a deep 3. No good. Too strong from Stone, and it's the Greyhounds with a 21-12 lead. Washington still trying to figure out this press and defense by Burlington. We'll see if they can do so on the other side when you come back. You're watching Washington Demon Basketball here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network.
At Washington Lumber and Home Center, our extensive knowledge, great pricing, and a long list of local installation experts, you are guaranteed to get the service you deserve with the quality you should expect. Washington Lumber and Home Center, your local place for great results.
Introducing Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every meal is a delight. Start your day with our mouthwatering breakfast options and savor flavorful lunches with friends and family. Cap off your day with our delectable dinners. Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every moment is delicious.
Fairway is the place to be all season long for your grocery needs. Drive through the lane for the snacks and drinks you need to keep you in the game, and don't forget to grab a meal for a post-game feast. Make Fairway your home field advantage. Your adventure starts here. Capper Auto Group, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram will get you ready in style. Meet with our friendly and experienced team to find a vehicle that gets you on the road, and rely on our service shop to keep you there. Capper Auto Group. See yourself the Capper experience.
And we're back live here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network, powered by Washington County Hospital and Clinics. You're watching Washington Demon boys varsity basketball as the Demons trail by 9 to the Burlington Grayhounds. That first quarter was a lot of fouls, a few too many turnovers from the Demons. Nonetheless, we're here for the second quarter. Conrad's got the ball up top, guarded by Morris. And he drives in, kicks to Griner. Griner's short. Brown ties up Brown. Bowden Brown ties up Kevin Brown. Jump ball. Burlington retains possession. Morris with the ball up court. Guarded by Conrad. Kentavalos kicks back to Morris. The Demons on a block by Roth. Emphatic block by Roth. He got way up there to get that one out of there. Denied is what he did. Denied ball. Morris drives in, kicks to Kentavalos. Short for three. Rebounded by Burlington and stolen by Brown, but almost recovered by Burlington. The two is good. Looks like it was a layup for Kentavalos. And a foul. Contact made on the layup there. Conrad was shooting two.
Fouls on number 5, Kevin Brown. Drew Conrad will shoot two.
Kevin Brown picks up his second foul here. Conrad's good on the first free throw. And the second free throw is good for Drew Conrad. He has 6 on the night. And the three-pointer by Morris is short, rebounded by Burlington. Morris guarded by Griner. Back to Morris. Pearson guarded by Roth. Back to Morris. Trying to make a play. Drives in. Short again. Rebounded. Short again. Burlington just could not make a play there. Multiple second chance points there for Burlington. But the Demon defense was not having it. Roth driving in. Conrad with the nice mid-range. Give him 8 on the evening. In the corner is Kentavalos to Pearson. Spin move. Traveling violation on Pearson. The spin move was a good move, but it resulted in a travel. Demon basketball. The press is on by Burlington. Demons had a hard time breaking this press early on. Seems like they've slowed down, and Roth is just driving in, finds Brown. Conrad driving, two-pointer, no good. Chandler comes down and falls with it. Morris, guarded by Conrad. Gets the screen. Nifty crossover. Gets to Contavalos. Takes another screen from Hart. Finds Pearson in the corner. Back to Pearson. Contavalos. And a block, another block from Rajan Roth. He is not having it. Roth for three. It's good. Roth turned on his two-way tenacity badge there. Got the block, got the three. Big play there from Roth. Bowden Brown all over the defense there. Diving on the ground for it. And Cale Williams with the steal in the fast break. And the layup is good for Cale Williams. The Demons have shrunk this lead to 2, 23-21. Demons have the momentum. Hart guarded by Roth. And they're all over him. Bowden Brown with the steal. The Demons defense is well and alive with the three-pointer for Conrad. And it's short. Recovered by Morris. Oh, tough call, tough fall there for Morris as he was driving in trying to stop this run of the Demons.
Fouls on number 3, Rajan Roth.
Rajan Roth.
Jet Morris to shoot 2.
Wanted another block there. 3 blocks to tie up with his number. Sends Morris to the line, who's good for the first free throw. Demons just went on a crazy run there. Courtesy of the defense from Rajan Roth. And Morris is good on the second free throw.
Timeout, Burlington.
Timeout for Burlington. We got a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick break here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network. And we're back live here for some Demon basketball. Demons trail by 4 to the Burlington Grayhounds. Went on a crazy run there with 2 back-to-back blocks from Rajan Roth and a three-pointer, which changed the entire atmosphere in this place. Then a steal by Cale Williams and a fast break. Demons defense was alive and well early on in this second period. Ball was almost stolen there by Burlington. Another almost steal. Roth to inbound. Gets it to Cale Williams. Cale gets to Conrad. Conrad guarded by Morris. Crossover. Drives in the lane. It's stolen by Morris. Contavalos drives in. No good for 2. Just rims out there. Rebounded by Conrad. Roth. Nice pro hop. Stops. Conrad with the nice pump fake and pull up is short. Stone finds Conrad. Stone coming off the screen is rimming out for 3 and a rebound there from Parsons, who checks in for the first time in the game. And the layup is good from Roth. Morris. Contavalos guarded by Stone. Finds Wilden for 3, short. Conrad bringing the ball up the court. Guarded by Morris. Finds Stone in the corner. Stone has to pick up the dribble. And the ball is deflected out of bounds by Chandler. Intended receiver there was Parsons in the corner. Wide open, would have been a great look. Baseline rebound, baseline inbound for the Demons. Conrad in the middle of the lane, and he's short again. Trying to make something happen and tie this game up for his team. And Tavalos guarded by Williams. Morris drives in, kicks in the corner for three. The three is good by Edmonds. Assisted there from Morris. And the pass, and the layup, and the pass, and the layup from Roth to Stone, the connection. Rebounded there from Conrad. Demons trail by 3 with a minute to go. Stone drives in, pulls up, tries to get the friendly bounce, but it's no good. And Stone deflects that one out of bounds. The intended receiver there was Chandler. Stone was all over it. Couple substitutions here for the Greyhounds. Morris checks out of the game. Kevin Brown checks in. Bowden Brown checks into the game. Nick Stone checks out. Drew Conrad also sits for a sec. And the ball is looked like it could have been a deflection, but just thrown way out of bounds over there to our student band. Parsons finds Williams. Williams finds Brown breaking the press. Looks for Griner, but under a minute to go here in the second period, and there's a foul called. Called on Chandler. He picks up his second.
12, TJ Chandler.
We'll see a lot of 2s on the foul board for the Burlington Greyhounds. Picking up that third foul could be crucial. Griner for 3. No good. Rebounded by Roth. Roth drives, and it's good. Rajan Roth, another 2-pointer. He's been everywhere in the right spots tonight. And the 3 pulled up. And it's good from Edmonds. Accepts the contact. Takes the 3-pointer. Demons trail by 4. Under 30 seconds to play here in the first half. Roth kicks to Griner. Griner with the floater. Rebounded from Williams. 9 seconds. 5 seconds to go. Williams, deep 3. No good. No call. And the Demons tried to make something happen to close out this first half, but it was no good. Cale Williams with a deep 3-pointer. Nonetheless, the Demons are trailing the Burlington Greyhounds 31-27. We'll be right back here for the halftime report, live on the Southeast Iowa Video Network, powered by Washington County Hospital and Clinics.
At Wolf Floral, you'll find everything you need to spruce up your summer. Located on the southeast corner of the Washington Square, we've got you covered from small gift items to the finest floral arrangements around. Wolf Floral, unique by choice, not by chance.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
I love helping people. I always wanted to help people. That's what I love the most.
We do a really good job of growing our own, but also we are able to take your skills, adapt them to what we need, or grow them as well.
Our leadership group here, they are actively involved, always supportive of our new ideas and innovation here at the hospital.
Washington County Hospital and Clinics. Apply today.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community. That's where you'll find us. Generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
My name is Levi Lyle. I have lived in Kyoto my entire life, but I've been an organic farmer for about a decade. Truly, the reason to do business locally is because of the joy and fulfillment that comes in relationships. Coming to Professional Proteins is an opportunity to work with good people.
Our communities were founded on the strength of local farmers. At CBI Bank and Trust, you can aim high, bank strong. With personalized service and trusted relationships, we'll help take your ag business to the next level with the right loan for your needs. CBI Bank and Trust is here for you.
At Southeast Iowa Cabinets and Strabela Construction, we provide everything from design to complete installation of your kitchen cabinets. For small town service with competitive prices, Southeast Iowa Cabinets and Strabela Construction are here for you.
Welcome back to Washington High School, where we've got a ball game, folks, here at halftime between Washington and Burlington in the boys game. This is the Fairway Meat and Grocery halftime show. Like I said, we have a much more competitive one right here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network than the one you might be watching on ABC right now, because, oh boy, Indiana's putting it Oregon. But nevertheless, in our own game here, Zeph, 31-27. The Demons trail the Grayhounds, but it was looking much grimmer after that first quarter, and then Washington goes on a 10-2 run to start the second, makes it a 23-21 game. What did you notice from the Demons that was clicking for them? Felt like they really figured out that press and that defense a little bit to start that second quarter after the Greyhounds kind of poured it on midway and late there in the first.
The Demons have learned to take advantage of the fast-paced, defensive pressure from Burlington. Burlington's missing a lot of those steals that they could have gotten. We credited Cale Williams there for being a football quarterback, but a lot of these plays that can seem like 50-50 balls when it comes down to the passing have gone to the Demons' way. Granted, it's 50-50, so those same plays could be on the other end in the second half. But we'll credit them for actually slowing the pace down and recognizing where Burlington is playing. And they're playing in that paint. They're fouling. They're fouling. And the Demons have taken advantage of that, and they've started to drive into the paint. What's got them down right now are just the small, minute turnovers. The ones that's like, really? It's like those plays can almost keep you out of the game. You have to have consecutive plays that are great. Not good, great, in order to take a lead back. in some moments, the Demons were this close, and then you got Edmonds, who shot 2 back-to-back three-pointers, which kept them up. So it's going to be interesting to see. Granted, on the defense, though, Rajon Roth, 2 humongous, emphatic blocks changed the entire scope of this game. They were down. They were almost trailing about 10 and 12 points.
Yeah.
But those blocks just it brought some type of oomph to the team, and then the steal by Cale Williams. All of that is what they need to keep doing to move on to the second half.
Yeah, it felt like the energy was just a lot higher, right, on the defensive end, and sort of stayed that way for Washington. And they were able to find the run. Mentioned the 10-2. You mentioned Rajon Roth, 9 points for him. Drew Conrad has 8 somehow, even though it feels like every time a Demon drives, Burlington is trying to collapse the defense, trying to get people in that paint. You can tell, they've watched their film and they know that's what Washington, their guards, like to do. But I think for me in that second half, when you spray some of those passes out, seeing some of those threes go in on those kickouts because they're open. Tate Griner had a good look. Nick Stone's had a few in this game that just haven't fallen in or gotten his way. He has 4 points here through 2 quarters. And then on the defensive end, I think you're absolutely right. I mean, coming into this game, Jet Morris, 15 points. He did only have 5 in his last game. He struggled. He's continued that today. Only 4 points for him. It's been Kobe Edmonds with 6. And then, frankly, the same guy we spotlighted when these two teams played on the gridiron, Keyshawn Wildman, with 7. So no one in particular really taking over the game for Burlington. Same goes kind of for Washington. It's felt like a team effort kind of on both sides. If you touched on a little bit what you want to see more of from Washington, but maybe for either team in this second half, what are you expecting here? It feels like Burlington's going to kind of keep doing that press, right? But Washington, again, feels like a chess match, just like we had in the girls' game.
What we noticed, or what I noticed, is once the intensity got riled up, Burlington got shaken up. And you saw Bowden Brown getting on the ground to get some of those.
As he always does.
And those hustle points are important because they change the scope of the game. They make your defense makes the opponent feel like get out of my way, little dude. And he's a small guy. He's not like a taller player, but he's making his presence known. He's down there, got a wrap up and got a jump ball. Those are the type of plays that will win them the game. Those hustle plays, because Burlington's in foul trouble, and I think they're going to recognize that as the second half goes on, and some of those key players, i.e. Morris doesn't have any, which is a good sign for Burlington, but Keyshawn Wilder has 2, Edmonds has 2, Chandler has 2, and they're playing very touchy. They're not leaning back a little bit, so when the Demons are going to keep driving, something's going to be fouled, something's not going to get called, but you just don't want to see, you don't want to lose the game because of something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you keep drawing those fouls if you're Washington. You're right. They are being, handsy on defense, not to an over-exaggerated fault, but just, Washington is making them have to foul them, and I think that's going to have to keep up in this second half if the Demons are going to get a win in this game. That'll do it for the Fairway Meat and Grocery halftime show. We'll step aside, come back with the third quarter, where we will talk to head coach Colin Mulford of the Washington Demon girls basketball team. They fell earlier 55-47. When you come back, we'll have the third quarter between Washington and Burlington, the boys game, here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network.
The Connie and Amanda team is dedicated to giving back to our community by actively engaging with our clients, businesses, and the public. When it comes to helping you find your next home, investment, or commercial space, the Connie and Amanda team is here for you.
At WCHC, our goal is to take great care of our patients and our staff.
We are able to approach you, take care of your issues, but also give you a path, as far as referrals or treating you right then and there.
Our role in the community is taking care of something that matters to everyone. It's their family and their health.
More than you expect for your health care.
Check out Community Profiles every Thursday, where our host, Greta Clemens, talks with people from around Washington about their stories and highlighting upcoming events. Make sure to tune in to Community Profiles every Thursday at 10 on the Southeast Iowa Live Facebook and YouTube page.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you to that dream vacation with a savings account designed to help get you on the flight there. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
At Washington Lumber and Home Center, our extensive knowledge, great pricing, and a long list of local installation experts, you are guaranteed to get the service you deserve with the quality you should expect. Washington Lumber and Home Center, your local place for great results.
Welcome back to Washington High School. Washington Demons and the Burlington Grayhounds in the boys game. A good one here, 31-27. Burlington leads. Washington has the ball coming out of halftime. We're joined by the Washington Demon girls head coach Colin Mulford. The Demons falling narrowly 55-47 in game number 1 here tonight. And Coach, I know it's a second loss for you guys in SEC play. A frustrating one, obviously down 11 at half, couldn't quite cut into it there in that third quarter. Just what did you take away from that, both positively and negatively, with that Burlington? Obviously a tough team coming in at 3-1 tonight as well into this game.
Our girls didn't ever give up. They had a lot of fight in them. I felt like what we could have improved on was just kind of those straight line drives from their role players, that we have to be able to contain, especially when we're so worried about like number 10, Miley Stiefel. I thought we did a really good job rebounding, offensive rebounds. There's a couple possessions. Number 2 got a couple offensive rebounds to where we had a switch and we didn't have Vivi or Sarah on her, but for the most part, Vivi and Sarah, they were rock stars tonight with the boards and being physical. I thought they both played extremely well.
I was going to ask, as Nick Stone drills a 3 for Washington to make it a 1-point game, I was going to ask in particular about Sarah. The 8 points felt like some big ones, particularly at the end. We know her effort on the rebounds, as your team has shown collectively. Just how she continued to impress, especially coming in off the bench, giving you guys a spark in the paint.
Oh yeah, she's been phenomenal. Pretty much since break. Even towards the end of break, she's been playing a lot better. Just kind of, at the beginning of the year, I think she's just still kind of getting used to it, but she's been amazing with rebounding, setting screens. Got to work on rolls a little bit, but I thought our screening, just watching film a little bit, I felt like our team, we never really set great screens. I wasn't even really ever mad at our players when we got called for moving screen, because that just tells me that we're starting to set better screens. So.
Kale Williams drilling back-to-back threes, and just like that, the Demon boys team has the lead up 33-31. Talking with the Washington girls head coach Colin Mulford. And I will ask on Daphne Brown, obviously, you had Kendall Harris in here on Monday, a red-hot three-point shooter. You talk about what Miley Stiefel can do, but Daphne Brown did kind of make an impact down low. How did you see your team adjust to kind of, dealing with 2 stars after playing against a player like Harris on Monday and having to deal with her?
I thought Miley got off to a quick start, but then after that, we really limited her. I think she only had about 4 points in that second half, so I thought we did a lot better job on that. Ashlyn Long did a really good job on her, so that way we don't have to have her older sister Addie do it all the time. Number 2, Daphne Brown, she did off a couple OBs. We didn't do a great job of making sure we're being physical there. We did a good job getting underneath the screen, so we just have to make sure we're physical and kind of just nudge her out of that paint.
And I know you touched on it right at the top, the kind of fight for this team, from this team for 32 minutes. We talked about it after Marion too. Just how great is that? Obviously, back-to-back losses, but especially in these games that even when you're down 8 to 10 points, it never feels like this team is really ever out of it.
Yeah, they got a ton of fight. They all play hard. They play together. I think it's just what we got to fix is kind of that start now. I feel like we just started a little nervous, which you don't love to see when you're this far into the season. I didn't feel like we had that much early on in the year, with just kind of that nervousness at the beginning. We started down 3-11, and we lose 47-55, so that can kind of be that difference. So it's just making sure we're game ready and just getting into that flow right away.
34-33 Burlington back on top here in the boys game. Coach, you guys up next head to West Liberty, another non-conference game. You talked about with Marion being kind of excited to play a team like that. A lot of talent there. What's kind of the message going into another team maybe that this team might not be as familiar with out of conference in West Liberty coming up here?
I'll watch them these next couple days, so that way we have our girls prepared. I think it's just big that, every game matters. Right now Monday is the most important one that we have to make sure we take care of. I think it's a team we should be able to beat, but we have to be able to play and show up. Looking at their schedule, they've played a lot of teams that are above 500, so they played some quality teams. But I don't think their record reflects really how good of a team they are.
33-36 after the Cancevelos bucket. Rajan Roth answers back, and I'll ask you about one thing we were talking about on air. You said your team bought a Christmas gift for you, new pair of shoes. The kicks were looking good. How fun was that to receive a little gift from your players for Christmas? Improve the shoe game, in their words.
I mean, it definitely felt good. You know, I would not have thought that they would do something like that. So it's just, I mean, it shows that I guess they're not tired of me barking at them in practice and games then. So that's a good sign. But yeah, I mean, I'm lucky to have just a great group of girls I'm able to coach. You know, I enjoy coaching them every single day in practice, and it seems like they're kind of enjoying the season too. You know, hopefully we can go on a run of more wins here, make it a little more enjoyable.
How hungry are they going to be? As Kale Williams got that last bucket, by the way. You know, you obviously take it one game at a time, of course, but you've got Keokuk up next, of course, the team that came in here and won 49-41. How hungry are they going to be for maybe some vengeance in that one?
Yeah, I hope we come out with some fire like we should, because we're going to need it. We can't get down early because it's going to be kind of a dogfight how it was tonight for 32 minutes, you know, with it being, you know, at the top of the conference. I feel like, you know, at the start of the year, we won a couple to start, and then we lost 2, and then we went on a 4-game win streak. Hopefully we can do something similar to that, but just still take it in first West Liberty. After Monday, then move on to Keokuk. I think Oski after that, but we just got to still try and make a run here.
And got a chance to rip off some wins and get a good end to the season. Then you get your last crack at Burlington for the final game of the season as well. 37-36. Got Coach Colin Mulford on with us with this third quarter, and I'll do my same usual question when you come on. Coach, any thoughts on this boys game so far? It's been a back and forth kind of start to this second half. Washington went on that run in the second quarter to come back and make it a close one.
I feel like, I've said before, you know, basketball is a game of runs. It's who's going to limit it and who's going to kind of keep extending it. You know, right now it looks like Washington's offense is clicking, so it's just making sure we get stops and making sure that we kind of do a better job, I guess, than like we did with the girls' game, just making sure their key guys aren't getting open shots.
It's been a mixed bag of scoring. 3 players on the court right now with 7 points for Burlington. Take Greiner on Kobe Edmonds, so it's a step-back 3. Pretty looking shot by Edmonds. And Washington threw it away with this press on for Burlington, so they'll turn it over. We've got the multi-sport window on our broadcast tonight. We have live updates coming from the Indiana-Oregon game. It's 35-7 Hoosiers at halftime. I don't know if you're a football guy at all, Coach.
Very. Should be the Hawks.
Iowa lost with combined like 8 points to Oregon and Indiana.
I think it was less than that. I think it was like 5.
I think it was 5 to Indiana, and however much to Oregon on that last drive. We won't bring up the painful times for the Hawks fans. Tate Griner's got it inside. Tight defense and a turnover. Coming the other way is Kobe Edmonds. Gives it to Wilden. Smoked the layup. Edmonds the rebound. Gets it to Jet Morris. And Colin Stark will call a timeout. And with that, we'll let you go, Coach. Appreciate the time as always. Any final word from you?
Nope. Not really.
No worries. We will step aside for this minute. Coach Colin Mulford from the Washington girls team, we thank him for joining us. We'll be back in just a moment on the Southeast Iowa Video Network. Back now, coming out of the timeout, and a little bit of a run for Burlington. They lead 43-37. We thank Coach Colin Mulford of the Washington girls team for coming on, talking with us. We've got Zeph Walkerell back on the call. Zeph, while you were away, what did you observe from this last few minutes from both teams here?
You know, it's still a little bit of a lot of the same. No one has full swing of momentum. Every time the Demons seem to get right back into the game, they just kind of let Burlington hit a three, and the lead stays.
2 missed layups back-to-back by Tate Griner. 43-37 Greyhounds. Morris, no good. There are 3 players on the court now with 9 points for Burlington. They have had a mixed bag. And a lot of players contributing, not one necessarily taking over. A different story from what we saw in the girls' game. Cancevelos, Edmonds, and Morris each have 9. Wilden out there has 7, and CJ Chandler 12. 2 players in double figures now for the Demons. Cale Williams got 10. Rajan Roth with 11. He's, of course, fresh off of back-to-back 20-plus point games, and Conrad can get himself into double figures with another made free throw. He's up to 9. Out there as well, Nick Stone and Tate Griner. Stone's got 7, Griner just the 1 point so far. Griner went for 18 last time out for Washington as Conrad gets the second free throw to drop. 2 minutes left here in this third quarter. 43-39. We're headed for a good one, as you might expect, between 2 3-1 teams in this Southeast Conference. There's Morris. Crafty on the layup. Griner skips it over to Conrad. To Roth. Nice ball movement. Nick Stone. The 3. And that looked like the 3-man weave Zeph up the court for Washington, and it ends in a triple for Nick Stone.
It was patient. You know, they didn't rush it. They didn't force it. They were in control of that possession, not the press.
And right after I read the points, now 4 players in double figures with Conrad and Stone joining their comrades Roth and Cale Williams.
We get a travel, or is that a foul?
A travel was called on Burlington. Shouts again to our super producer Peter Camp on the 1s and 2s. 45-42. Morris, by the way, up to 11 points for Burlington. Roth, though, up to 13 for Washington. The two speed. Trading blows.
The speed on Roth sometimes. You want to pull out a speedometer because he's just like the Flash. He's one place and then he's gone.
Cancevelos getting things started at the top of the key. Drives on Griner. Step back 3. Good. And he's into double figures, and now their leading scorer with 12. Conrad quickly breaks the press. Griner, a quick layup, drops.
That's big. Griner needed that for his confidence. He needed that.
30 seconds left. Where's this third quarter gone? Wilden. Stolen by Roth.
The Flash. Back at it again.
I like it. Roth up ahead all the way to the rim and fouled.
Roth will shoot 2.
Morris was clattered into by Roth. He looks okay. He was kind of in the wrong place at the end of that play, right behind where he was falling. The Flash, do you think Dwayne Wade is okay with Rajan using that nickname? If you're bestowing it upon him.
He's got the number.
He does have the number.
3. So, you know.
He's got the driving ability, too.
He's got the driving ability, the finishing ability. He's clutch at the free throw line.
Julian Parsons and Bowden Brown. Actually, Parsons retreats to the bench. Bowden Brown will come in for Stone. So Parsons will take Roth off if he makes this free throw, which will tie this game with 20 seconds to go in the third. He does just that. Parsons will come in. Washington trying to defend this last possession and head into this fourth quarter tied. Parsons has played more in the last couple of games, just a freshman, making his 6th appearance of the year. Hasn't scored yet this season.
You love to see it, though. You love to see the freshmen getting on the floor.
He's been one that Colin Stark kind of marked as someone you might see more as the season goes, along with Bowden Brown. They're both out there. 3 the other way for Edmonds. It's good with 5 on the clock. Can Washington chuck up a quick shot? Conrad the other way with 1. He doesn't get it off. And so a big 3 for Kobe Edmonds gives him 12 points and gives Burlington a 3-point lead going into the break. We'll step aside. When you come back, we'll have the fourth quarter. It's a fun one here in Washington. We'll conclude with the final 8 minutes in just a moment.
Introducing Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every meal is a delight. Start your day with our mouthwatering breakfast options and savor flavorful lunches with friends and family. Cap off your day with our delectable dinners. Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every moment is delicious.
Fairway is the place to be all season long for your grocery needs. Drive through the lane for the snacks and drinks you need to keep you in the game, and don't forget to grab a meal for a post-game feast. Make Fairway your home field advantage. Your adventure starts here. Capper Auto Group Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram will get you ready in style. Meet with our friendly and experienced team to find a vehicle that gets you on the road, and rely on our service shop to keep you there. Capper Auto Group. See yourself with Capper Experience.
At Wolf Floral, you'll find everything you need to spruce up your summer. Located on the southeast corner of the Washington Square, we've got you covered from small gift items to the finest floral arrangements around. Wolf Floral, unique by choice, not by chance.
Back here at Washington High School, here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network, 51-48 is the lead for Burlington. They got it through a Kobe Edmonds 3 in the final seconds of the third quarter, and they have the basketball here. So this is a big first possession. If we're going to trade buckets the rest of the way, a chance for the Greyhounds to take a 2-possession lead. Jet Morris on the right side gets the screen. Now has to find a teammate. Gives it to the hot shooter Edmonds. He's got 12, so does Kantsavelos. Morris has 11. Kantsavelos with the 3. Rolls in and out. Rebound is collected by Zach Hart. He has it inside again. Goes up against Roth and is fouled.
Let's go.
Oh no, an offensive foul. It'll go the other way.
That's exactly what it was.
He ripped through, and usually my first instinct is to always go defense on those fouls. But no, an offensive one called on Hart. Give the ball back to Washington.
Great call by the officials there. He went deep with that shoulder.
Burlington's won its last 3 games, so have the Demons. These are 2 of the hottest teams in Southeast Iowa coming into this one. Conrad all the way, that's an offensive foul. And so right after getting called for one, Zach Hart draws the charge. He'll hear an earful from the small but mighty Demon student section over there.
Right there, if you're Bowden Brown, you got to go up. You're under the basket. You had the space away from the defense off the wild catch, but you got to go up with that.
Jet Morris over to Kantsavelos. He's got it, sets the offense, gets the screen to his left from Wilden. Edmonds, Kantsavelos drives baseline, hangs all the way out to Edmonds for 3, too strong. Kantsavelos gets the rebound and squeezes out of there and draws a foul on Brown.
Great stoppage of play. Great way to prevent a wide open jump shot because you're on the ground, you're hustling for the basketball. Getting those hustle plays like we mentioned Bowden Brown.
Brown's first. If you have any foul trouble questions right now out there for Washington, Drew Conrad, Rajon Roth, and Nick Stone each have 3. So something to watch with just over a minute gone in this fourth quarter, and a 3 in the corner by Wilden.
3-point basket.
And the lead is 6. Conrad the other way. Stops, lost the ball, turnover, and a free layup the other way. Edmonds, he gave it up. He gave it up instead of going up, so no points yet, but Edmonds gets it back and flips that up and in for 2.
2-point basket.
The lead all of a sudden is 8. And suddenly the visiting coalition from Burlington is loud. That's a defensive foul called on Edmonds. Right near half court.
Foul number 3, Kobe Edmonds.
So Roth will inbound it. And Washington just trying to calm things down right now.
Keep the momentum on your side.
Conrad to Roth. Top of the key, gives to Stone. Left side, Stone dribbles right into the path of Hart. Williams eventually has it long way from the basket, drives all the way to the rim, smoked a layup.
That's tough.
Williams has been good on offense tonight, but couldn't get that one to go. Kantsavelos dishes inside to Hart. Back out Edmonds for 3. Too short. Roth grabs the rebound, fires it quickly to Conrad. Up the other way, Conrad. He's got Stone trailing him. He found him a dangerous pass, though. Stone the hustle, but so too was Hart. And a timeout called eventually by the Greyhounds. In the end, Coach Akey didn't really want it, or Akey, excuse me, didn't want it, but he's chuckling with the referee, so bygones be bygones, and we've got a timeout, 30 seconds in length. Zeph, what's your message here now if you're Coach Collins? Stark, Washington suddenly down 8 here.
Well, in that play, I want to go back to that play. You can't second guess yourself when you're in that moment. You wanted to hit Nick, and then that split second, he questioned it. And if he would have hit him when he thought about it initially, Nick could have been open for a 3. But then he second guessed it, and that's when the basketball and you lose the disconnection, because the basketball doesn't know what you're thinking. It doesn't know. So I hate to see that, because that was a great offensive possession. It could have been a great offensive possession, which unfortunately led to a turnover and a scramble on the floor. Now we got a timeout, stoppage of play, kills a little bit of the momentum for both teams. So let's see how they come out of this.
4 players in double figures for both teams. They're all out there right now. Good on good for the rest of the way. 56-48, Burlington leads. That one dropped inside to Hart. The kick out, Wilden for 3. No good, but it was a pass in the end, but Hart smokes the layup. That was one of those, you'd call it a pass, and intercepted, and the other way, layup good from Edmonds. Washington couldn't take advantage of the turnover. And the lead is 10, not what you want coming out of the timeout if you're the Demons. Conrad to Griner, Stone, driving, finds Conrad, nice dish and a good finish.
Great. He didn't think about it, he just went up with it. That's what you like to see.
Washington was in a clutch situation last game against Clear Creek Amana. They pulled away with a 75-72 win. They're down 8 here.
There's a lot of game left.
Wilden. Griner guarding him. Over to Morris, drives inside, spins and fires. Turnaround J is good. Smooth shot from Morris. Home run ball for Griner. Griner to the rim, that's good. Nice touch on the layup by Tate Griner. That's his first points, or sorry, his second bucket of the game. He's up to 5.
That's huge. That was huge.
Burlington trying to calm things down. Conrad gets to it, but only pokes it to Edmonds. He wanted a foul. And he will get one, or Morris rather will get one, as the reach around by Conrad. And when you're in the view of the official, unfortunately, that one's probably going to get called most of the time.
Yeah, he let his emotions get the best of him right there. That's a frustration foul. And you picking up your 4th in the 4th quarter. You're the point guard. You don't want to see that. You don't want to see that.
Coach Colin Stark has only used Brown and Parsons off the bench. They're both there right now. It's the starting group out there for Washington, but like Seth said, 4 fouls now for Drew Conrad. Morris isoing on Roth. Steps back, Roth got a piece of it. Morris resets. Edmonds, quick pass to Kansavalos. Conrad staying aggressive with those 4 fouls. Good screen there, and Kansavalos gets to the rim, smoked the layup. And a big possession here for Washington. 3 minutes to go. Roth has it at the top of the key. Dribble handoff to Williams. Thought about a 3, instead gives it to Conrad.
Chilling in the corner.
Conrad goes to the rim, layup no good. Back-to-back miss layups for both teams.
Rare miss from Drew Conrad there.
Rare indeed. And it's Morris the other way.
Someone needs to remind him he has 4 fouls.
Morris drives inside, dishes. The layup drops for Chandler.
You love the aggression. You want to stay locked in, but he's got to take it easy.
Boy, that's a big 4-point swing for both of these teams. The lead is back to 10. Washington going to start running out of time here. Roth, the floater, too strong. Rebound to Wilden.
It's tough.
Jet Morris over to Kansavalos. Right wing is Edmonds. Jab steps, lost the ball. Still loose. Williams gets it to Conrad.
Huge.
A gift for Washington. Conrad the other way. Layup no good. Another miss by Conrad. Williams trying to poke it away again from Morris. Gets his hand on it again.
The hustle plays are
And
there.
eventually, Coach Akey was screaming for a timeout and eventually yells at Morris, who lost it a couple of times, but it's a full timeout. We'll take a brief breather, come back in a minute. Washington down 10 when you return. Minute and 42 to go here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network. Washington down 10 and in need of a stop desperately at this point in the game. Kansavalos will trigger, throws it up. It was a risky pass, gets it to Morris though. Morris hits the deck, gets it back as he was standing up, and now the foul comes in. And it'll go on Conrad, so he is done.
A foul on a kid on the ground?
Well, it felt like the foul, if anything, came before, and that's what led Morris to hit the deck, but instead it was right back he popped up, and it goes on Conrad, so his night is done. Bowden Brown will come in for him.
I feel like I jinxed it. I feel like I jinxed that so bad.
Another quick foul comes on Tate Griner. That's just his first, so Griner and Cale Williams both have fouls to give. They don't have any, but now the Greyhounds are in the bonus, and Keyshawn Wilden will shoot 2. By the way, 42-7, Indiana now.
Yep, that's a ball game. This is college football 26. Still be possible. This ain't a video game.
Wilden misses the first one. Washington are going to have to go quick with 90 seconds. Gets the second one and stretches the lead to 11. This was just a 3-point game at the end of the third quarter. The Greyhounds came alive to start the fourth. Some costly turnovers for Washington. Williams gets it across. They're going to have to start taking some deep ones, you must think. Roth does just that, too strong. Wilden grabs the board. He's hounded immediately and fouled.
Tough. They just kind of let the game go in this fourth quarter.
So that will send Wilden back to the free throw line for 2 more. Wilden, a senior. 7 points per game. He's up to 11 tonight. It's 4 players in double figures for the Greyhounds. Wilden's got 11. Kansavalos has 12. Kobe Edmonds leads them with 16. It was his 3 at the end of the third quarter that made it a 3-point game. They were dead even. Washington had brought it all the way back, and they just kept building on that momentum to start the fourth. And it looks like still a minute and change to go, but Washington are going to need a lot. Wilden does come up empty, though, and jockeying for the rebound was Morris. He fouled Roth. Second foul on Morris. That 3-2 press still on at half court. Nick Stone just takes a quick trigger 3. It's an air ball. Griner gets it back on the O board. Gets it out to Stone. He thought about it. Now kicks Griner in the corner. Roth now fakes. Tries to get it again to Griner. It's loose and last touched by, actually, I think a timeout was called No, it was last off of Washington. I thought the ref signaled for a timeout for a second.
It was a very weird signal. He was like both hands pointing out the ground, pointing that way. I was like, what?
And in the end, it goes to Burlington.
Oh.
Ruff just snatched that pass. It's still loose, and Morris bumped him trying to recover it.
He's the Flash. He wasn't there in Morris's view, but then he got there all of a sudden. Ball straight to the gut.
Grabbed that basketball like a Venus flytrap.
Did he? Oh, man. That kid's got some hustle on him.
Can't knock the effort late for Rajan Roth. He's not going to get to his 20 points tonight, but is active as usual. He misses another floater, and that's uncommon for him. That is normally his forte.
Yes, it is.
Driving in and getting those floaters.
Bowden Brown.
Actually, I won't doubt it just yet. 15 points for Rajan Roth. He can get quick 2 threes and maybe get there, but
I thought he was going to take a 3 right there when you said that.
So that will send C.J. Chandler to the line, and barring a miracle here for Washington, they're going to drop to 7-3 and 3-2 in the SEC. Burlington will go to 5-4 and 4-1. They'll jump into second place over Washington, and this will be one certainly that the Demons. It might have sting for just a little bit. This one was certainly in the balance all the way, as the first free throw was good by Chandler, and it doesn't get any easier for Washington. They'll head to top of the conference Keokuk after this. Keokuk came in here and beat Washington 78-42. Williams, the quick 2.
This is going to be one of those games they're going to have to watch film on and just wonder what went wrong.
Foul on number 2.
Because there was a lot of moments and flashes of like, they're coming back, they can do it, they're doing it. And then what went wrong? Like they're gonna have to dissect this loss, because this was not a one-sided game. This was very much a heavyweight battle. And when it came down to it, you let one guy in Edmonds hit some big shots that were able to keep Burlington ahead. And I got to ask it again, just what went wrong?
Edmonds drops in the 3. The lead is up to 12. Williams has it left side, drives inside, layup, drops home. Williams had himself a nice outing. That's 14 points. If my memory serves, a season high for the Demons senior. Burlington will dribble it out, and it will finish a 10-point win for the Greyhounds, 66-56. Burlington takes it. A frustrating loss for Washington. They were right there in the third quarter, but some big shots, particularly by Kobe Edmonds, wins it for the Greyhounds. We'll step aside when we come back. We'll have the Community First Credit Union post-game show. Once again, your final. Burlington 66, Washington 56.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
I love helping people. I always wanted to help people. That's what I love the most.
We do a really good job of growing our own, but also we are able to take your skills, adapt them to what we need, or grow them as well.
Our leadership group here, they are actively involved, always supportive of our new ideas and innovation here at the hospital.
Washington County Hospital and Clinics. Apply today.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community. That's where you'll find us. Generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
My name is Levi Lyle. I have lived in Kyoto my entire life, but I've been an organic farmer for about a decade. Truly, the reason to do business locally is because of the joy and fulfillment that comes in relationships. Coming to Professional Proteins is an opportunity to work with good people.
Welcome back to Washington High School for the Community First Credit Union post-game show. The Demons falling 66-56 to the Burlington Grayhounds. Jack Knowlton, Zeph Walker-L. And Zeph, it was a 3-point game at the end of the third. Even with that buzzer beater by Kobe Edmonds, you still felt this was a game certainly in for the taking. But what'd you notice in that fourth quarter? Burlington able to just rip the momentum right back and get the win.
You know, this feels like a fever dream, you know? It's almost like it didn't happen because I asked you the question a lot in that fourth quarter, but what went wrong? You're really going to have to look at every single possession that started at the 8-minute mark when they were down just 3, right? When they were down just 3, every single possession from there was kind of like, huh? What?
Breaking announcement. We got a cell phone.
Oh, it's like
I was distracted me as well. Had a little breaking news. Someone misplaced a cell phone.
Yeah, so it's like there wasn't enough fouls to say, oh, it was the foul trouble. There wasn't a lot of 3-point shots that went in the air to say it was 3 points. It was just like, was it that we just didn't score enough? Was it that they just maybe turned the ball over too much? It just seems as though something went wrong, and you just have to go back and replay to watch because it feels like it wasn't supposed to go that way. I thought we were going to have a down to the final buzzer. Like, that's where it was trending. And then everything just fell apart in that fourth.
Yeah, Washington really struggled. It felt like there were some timely turnovers at the beginning of that fourth quarter and just felt like that 3 maybe got to them a little bit. They struggled to break the press just a little bit more and went back, kind of regressed back into that shell that we saw toward the end of the first quarter where Burlington able to come out and take that big lead early on. But Washington did show a lot of fight. They had 4 scores in double figures. Cale Williams had 14. Rajon Roth led the way with 15, as he often does, and Nick Stone 10. So a trio of double-digit scores as usual for Washington, but nevertheless coming away with a loss. Final takeaways from tonight, any positives you glean as Washington now turns its attention to Keokuk, a team that beat them by quite a bit more than Burlington did here tonight.
Well, they've got a little bit more to play with Keokuk now. They've got some fire under their butts. They came home, first home game of 2025, to a loss. The last time they met Keokuk, it was not pretty. But they know what they're looking for now. They know what to anticipate when it comes down to Keokuk. They're going to go to that big 6'10", right?
6'10", Jackson
6'10",
Clark.
Jackson Clark. They know that he's going to be a problem. And, you know, like the I can't remember the NBA team to save my life right now, but when you contain Jokic, you can beat the Denver Nuggets. But it comes down to that. You just got to game plan, strategy. Jackson Clark, that's who your guy is. You stop him, you take him out, cancel out all his points, then we're going to have a different type of outcome.
Yeah, we'll see if Washington can get that different outcome against Keokuk. That is January 16th. We'll be back here when they're at home against Carlisle, a little non-conference action on January 20th. And on the girls' side, they'll head to West Liberty. Then they'll also play Keokuk. They'll be back here earlier on January 17th, Saturday night basketball action against Oskaloosa. That game's set for 6. We'll have another solo girls game as our next home broadcast here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network. But for now, a sweep for the Greyhounds in the boys and girls games. They defeat Washington. Once again, your final from the boys game, 66-56. And in the girls, it was 55-47 in favor of the Greyhounds. For Zeph Walker-L, for Peter Camp, our great producer, my name is Jack Knowlton. We are signing off until next time.